Jesus Christ, why is that the first thing that happens? Why is coughing the first thing that happens? Um, anyways, hello Freezy, hello Ticonderoga, hello Ranger, hello. Let me make sure everything is set up. Because, wait, what did, there's Lulu, but that you can't hear her, though she isn't talking, and she cannot hear me, so, wait, okay. Okay, Lulu can be heard.
I can be heard.
Yeah.
You're giving me permission?
I'm saying that you can speak, and instead of saying all those weird fucking gamer things that you did before I unmuted, you know, you can't say those anymore.
I hope you guys are ready for Peaks of Yore.
Wait.
Huh?
Anyway, Susie isn't here yet. She's
Nope.
on her way home.
So, do we wait?
I believe we wait. I don't see why not wait.
All right. Well, I at least have things open. Let's see.
Yeah, I should watch stream. Pop out. Do this. Do that. And then full screen. Yeah, look at that. Everything works so perfectly well.
Yep.
We're just gonna wait. And gonna wait. Wait. Yeah. Ow. God. Oh, Jesus Christ. My fucking foot. Fucking foot. Anyways, fuck. I don't have anything to really. Oh, there she is. Just as a note, Susie, we are live. They can hear you, so.
Bacon.
Yep, they can.
I said bacon, but okay.
I mean, same thing, but.
I didn't know your viewers were pigs.
Huh?
What?
That's not nice to say.
Because bacon.
Yeah. I get it. The joke failed. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to retry.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do.
Dude.
Nice hits. Thank you, Ticonderoga. Nobody has changed me in over 24 hours.
So, with everyone here, does that mean we're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
Freezy, you have... Okay, Freezy, you've been here for such a long time and you have a streak. It's not like you don't have the 2,000 points. It's not like... Let's see. Let me go through the list of current things that are more expensive than the 2,000 points. Oh, wait. Nothing right now. There is nothing, like, you know, worth more. It's not like I have like an in-stream redeem. It's not like you have to save for that. You could change this at any time. You have the power, which means that you want this, Freezy. You want this. Wait, hold on. Let me see if the cameras are here. Wait, this? No, wait, that's not where I want to be. Wait, hold on. Hold on, this is gonna be fucking stupid. You want this. You want this. You want this. Ah! See, there you go. See if I just... Hold on, I really need to set things back up so that the camera will go back. I've just been so lazy and then I keep forgetting. Where is default? Where is default camera? Where is default camera? Hold on. Right. Oh yeah, having cameras. There we go. Actually, while Lulu's doing that, then maybe I should sit here and fix this camera. Default camera from Big.
I'm back.
Okay, cool.
Hi.
Hitting start now. How's everybody doing, by the way?
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
I got ice water
Question
and I'm ready to go.
Upset.
Anyways, the lionliest girl in Alternia.
Give me
Time to face facts. Something is going on here. Not that you didn't already know that. You've had the blurry outlines of all this strangeness for a long time. It's only after your stint with Aradia that you've managed to fill in all of the shapes and colors. Your friends, the companions you've been to hell and back with, you forgot about them. That feels like... You can't even come up with a sufficiently dramatic mixed metaphor. It feels bad. Your desperate friendship thirst was compelled. You get that. It's mostly worn off by now. But what the fuck else are you supposed to do? It's basically just your job now. So you'll keep doing that job. Whatever. Let's just do the damn route. Who did Equius tell you about? His Moirail, right? You'll go try and find her in the middle of the woods, which is a very normal thing to do. You'll be normal. It's a normal kind of day. You zap to the mouth of a cave and are immediately set upon by a wild beast. Yellow eyes flash and sharp teeth glitter. You brace yourself to be made into dinner. Dinner. The wild lioness sits back on her haunches and contemplates the stranger.
The wild lioness sits back on her haunches and contemplates a stranger.
Also, hello to our and other accountism.
That's how you know she does that. She tells you. But taking a closer look, you realize that she is in fact not a wild lioness, just a very unkept troll in a green coat and grubby t-shirt. She smells like a fire pit. By the way, this is the same artist that did the Vriska and the Gamzee, but once again, this looks fine.
Looks normal to me.
Like, it looks very catty, which is very Nepeta. It's just so weird that Vriska looks so weird, and then Roxy is gonna look the worst.
I just think that Nepeta looks normal here. This is a very normal Nepeta out of 5.
It is a very standard Nepeta. It is not a non-standard Nepeta.
Oh god, what is that?
Oh god, what is that?
How is...
How? What?
Okay, no,
I am
the problem...
fascinated.
We spoke too soon.
AC licks her snout and tries to figure out who has happened upon her den. A friend? Or foe? Dinner, perhaps?
The troll girl licks her lips, and you realize that even though she is not some bloodthirsty predator, she does have very sharp canines and clawed gauntlets on her little hands. She's small, but with trolls, you've discovered the hard way that size does not translate in a 1-to-1 strength ratio. You tell her that you're a friend, definitely a friend, and not at all the sort of friend you playfully fight with and then accidentally eviscerate because you never know with trolls. The girl, whose name you have a sneaking suspicion might be Nepeta, scratches at her chin, her fingers curled up like a paw. You're worried that she's going to put her eye out with those claws.
AC wrinkles her nose and wonders what anyone could be doing all the way out here in the wastes. It's not very plausible.
I would say plausible.
Plausible.
That one was a bit of a stretch.
I don't know. How did you come upon my cave? AC says it with an growly glower.
Okay.
Nepeta, stop this nonsense.
Cease this nonsense immediately. I require a hug.
I need a towel.
No, a hug this time.
Mm.
It's Nepeta.
A hug and a towel.
A hugging towel?
Also,
Hugging
no,
towel.
my other account is she has turned that stuff off. She's turned redeems off before, like even sound redeems during Xenoblade Chronicles streams during cutscenes. There are VODs. You can go see it. She personally shuts up during Xenoblade Chronicles cutscenes as well. So yeah. Anyways, go vote. Do you want to RP or not with this cat girl?
Roleplay with the cat girl!
I also choose roleplay.
Well, I mean, y'all know. No, I shut up during cutscenes as well. I will actually do that if it's a cutscene that I care about. Stole Earthbound. No, I did not. If I had stolen Earthbound, eventually I would have sold Earthbound to make money, and I don't have money. So,
Even Equius finds stable with these
Don't like
shenanigans.
Earthbound, genuine Earthbound cartridges go for like a lot of money now?
yes. Anyways, no, we're not RPing. Stop this nonsense.
Wow, your fans are
Your
killjoys.
friends don't like
I know.
fun.
You tell Nepeta that you will happily explain to her exactly who you are and what you're doing skulking outside her cave, but could the two of you maybe key down the drama? Talk like normal people. You've been down this road before, and it's kind of bringing back painful memories.
Oh.
This is your fault, Zaber's chat.
That one person who actually voted.
This is your fault.
Sad Nepeta is sad because of your actions.
Nepeta leapfrogs off of you, a distinct olive flush crossing the bridge of her nose. Wow, you didn't mean to embarrass her. Just a productive convo doesn't seem possible if one of you is pretending to be a lion or whatever. Nepeta nods jerkily. Her gaze is firmly fixed on a boulder a few feet to the right of you. Her body language, which moments ago had been wanting to zap for cover had you wanting to zap for cover to protect both your dignity and internal organs, is now stiff and wary. She looks even smaller than before. She mouths something that you can't quite catch. Then she turns her tail and scuttles back into her cave. God damn it, Nepeta, wait! You hurry after her, but you stop at the sound of a deep, resonant growl. There's something in that cave, and it is definitely not a kid playing a game.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's Pounce!
okay, I guess you're RPing. You have to RP.
It just so happens that you are an expert RPer, and by expert, you mean you have once played Soldier Purbeast with a stressed-out Jade Blood kid, which you'd forgotten about until literally yesterday. Anyway, what you mean is you've got some moves. You go limp and show Nepeta your throat, yielding to who is clearly the alpha female here. You're barely even role-playing here. Every olive blood you've met could rip out your intestines and wear them as a shawl. Nepeta beams down at you before remembering that she is a regal lioness.
She nuzzles the strange little cub and welcomes them into her cave.
Appearing to realize that she doesn't need to describe her actions out loud because you are right in front of her, Nepeta nuzzles you gently with the top of her head. You get the feeling she doesn't get out much. You tell her that you didn't mean to startle her or anything, you just think you have a mutual friend. Big indigo blood named Equius? Nepeta digs her nails into your arms, her eyes go wide.
You know Equius? How? Where did you meet him? Tell me everything.
Well, it's kind of a funny story. Before you can get into it, Nepeta launches herself off of you and scampers into the cave. When she runs, her knuckles occasionally touch the ground. You aren't sure she moves like that naturally, or if she's just very, very in character. She pauses at the mouth of the cave and gestures you inside, the sleeves of her coat flopping down past her wrists. If you had parents, they probably would have taught you not to follow cat girls into caves. But you didn't, so you're totally down. The cave is small and chilly. Several animal pelts cover the cavern floor, from creatures too large to be wolves but too shaggy to be bears. Maybe some sort of wolf bear. All of the furniture is hewn from stone, the raccoon formed from a natural hollow in the rock. Of all the hives you've spent time in, this one is the most rustic. You wonder why. Nepeta isn't a high blood, but she's certainly not a low blood either. She could have made a hive at least as nice as Tavros's.
AC welcomes the strange cub into her den and invites them to sit down wherever they please. She realizes that her visitor is probably sleepy and hungry. Luckily, AC has a fresh kill.
Oh great, that is really lucky. Nepeta skips back outside, leaving you alone and feeling, well, like you followed a feral child into her cave. Torchlight burnishes strange shapes and forbidding the irregular flicker disorienting. Sorry, let me try that again because that sounded weird to me.
No, that's written extremely weirdly.
Torchlight burnishes shapes strange and forbidding, the irregular flicker disorienting. People used to do everything by firelight. No wonder medieval art is so preposterous. Dogs with the faces of old men and old men with the faces of babies. Speaking of art, drawings pepper the cave walls, shaky and crude. Although you doubt even Michael fucking Angelo could have do much with a canvas like this. The pictures seem to depict Nepeta and various other trolls, some of whom you think you recognize. You see Karkat's nubby little horns and Equius's broken one. A few pictures have been viciously scratched out. A couple of the self-portraits of Nepeta also feature a large, sleek white cat. You wonder if that's her hunter Sona. Lion Sona? Whatever. You hear a growl, or then you hear a growl behind you and realize, oh, right, Nepeta has Ulysses. Hot, damp breath touches the back of your neck, and you turn as slowly and as carefully as you can. Oh, hello, kitty. Two hissing mouths open in two snarls as a big cat backs you up against the cavern wall.
Oh, Pounce, stop that, silly kitty. This is a friend.
Nepeta hurries back inside, throwing herself onto her Ulysses and petting rambunctiously. Pounce's hisses immediately turn to purrs. She rolls on her back and bats big, terrifying paws in the air.
Aw, who's a good kitty? Who's the very best kitty? Pounce, we have a guest for dinner. No, yes. You do, right?
Nepeta looks at you with sharp little eyes.
You do know my meow rail? You weren't lioning?
Oh, definitely not. You would never lion. You'll never forget Equius no matter how hard you try. Although you did recently forget every single person you knew. That will absolutely never happen again, though. You won't allow it.
AC leaves her weird friend in the very capable paws of Ulysses while she goes to prepare a delicious meal.
Oh, damn, Nepeta. Please don't go away and leave your guest alone with a ferocious, ferocious beast. But Pounce seems pretty well placated by Nepeta's insistence that you are a friend and not food. She curls up on one of the animal pelts, tucking her head. Her tail twitches and her ears flick. You're pretty sure she's only pretending to sleep, like she's giving you a shot, and if you fuck up, it's lunchtime. You sit very still and try your best to look unthreatening. Just a little while ago, this would have been easy. You'd been totally defenseless and thinking the most unthreatening thoughts. But now you remember at least a little of who you were, and you know what you've done, even if some of it was done dead-end timelines that never actually came to pass. You're not sure if you can still call yourself an innocent bystander. Nepeta derails this dangerous train of thought by dragging in a huge haunch. That's just really the only word for it, a haunch. Something's leg. Wow. And she said she had a fresh kill. You'd figured that was part of the RP, like she was going to pull out a DiGiorno or something like that. But nope. She really did tear apart some animal and bring you its leg. She has blood smeared over one cheek, her hair in pieces across her sweaty forehead. You get why she and Equius get along. They have an equivalent ferocity. Good thing you aren't a vegetarian, like Equius is. You are gratified to discover Nepeta appears to draw her roleplay line at devouring raw meat. You wonder if trolls could eat meat raw or if it would make them sick. They definitely seem to be more natural predators than humans are, but then again, many of them live in houses and eat cup noodles and play video games. You've never really met anybody like Nepeta. You watch her build a fire, and then take yourself on a little trip to the mouth of the cave while she cuts up the meat and spears it on stakes to cook. You come back over to the fire when the meat looks a little less like flesh and more like food. Honestly, it shouldn't bother you. You've seen and been through so much worse. Guess the mind is a strange and many-layered beast.
There you are. Oh, no. I did it right the first time. There you are. I thought you'd run out into the waste like a big powerful idiot. It's dangerous out there.
Well, she went out there, although it's possible she's dangerous too. That makes Nepeta smile. She still can't quite meet your eyes, but she's fidgeting with her gauntlets less than she was before.
So, you really met Equius? Really?
She slides up close to you, almost too close to talk comfortably. You wonder if this is the first conversation she's ever had that wasn't through a computer screen. You tell her that yes, really, you met him. You spent a good amount of time with him, too.
That's incredible. I've never seen that silly guy hang out with anybody before. Except maybe Whiskers.
Sorry. Hold on. Whiskers? Oh, does she mean Vriska? You know her, too.
Really?
Yep. You would probably be hanging out with her right now if she hadn't gone off to do some Antifa shit with Terezi.
You know Terezi too? GC?
Oh yeah, for sure. Does Nepeta? Also, the description of that is Antifa shit. It's frustrating.
I don't like it. It's very stupid.
It's very... Hey, politics. Poof.
Hey, let me just put some politics down on you. Here you go. God.
You're expecting her to exclaim and wag her imaginary tail. Instead, she goes quiet. Fat pops and sizzles in the fire. Across the cave, Pounce let out a lazy squeak that sounds like it came from a much smaller cat.
Aw.
You ask Nepeta if everything is okay.
So, what you're saying is, you know all my friends?
Well, that's not exactly what you said. It is kind of creepy if you dwell on it, but you keep meeting people through other people. That's normal, right? Well, you did just happen upon Vriska on a beach, and Aradia found you asleep in a field. You haven't asked Nepeta if she knows Aradia, but you're sure that she does. Somehow. Slowly, Nepeta lifts her gaze from the flames and meets your eyes for the very first time. Maybe it's the firelight or the shadows gobbling on the walls, but she looks haunted, hollowed out, and filled with something you can't name.
What are you?
Nepeta may be goofy and playful and awkward. That doesn't make her an idiot. And you get the idea that threatening her like one, or treating her like one, is a very good way to have a very bad time.
Wait, why did I put the raid? No. I almost hit raid. Explain? Yeah. Alright, do you want to explain to the go? The saving during the quick times and what? Also, wait. Is Dev doing Junon? Is that what you mean? I mean, I got an S rank on Junon, so I fucking got the best ending or the best part of that. So I don't think that matters. Now, if Dev decided to do all the easy mode ones, maybe. But I doubt that. Guess I would have to go and look on his VOD after the stream to see whether or not that's true, or if he let Roche win. Because you can let Roche win. And then he signs the thing on the camera. I know that because I watched the Vinny Vine. Says, okay, we're explaining. It explain.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Explain.
Explain. We need to explain.
Okay. So we're going to explain to her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure that
That
your user chat didn't fuck this up.
I'm sure that the one person who voted, did not fuck it up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just making sure.
I know.
Explain. You tell Nepeta that you don't know what you are, or even who you are. You certainly know better than you did a few volumes ago, but you think you're an anomaly. You've crash-landed in someone else's story. Nepeta is still watching you carefully, muscles wound tight. She's ready to pounce. On the fire, the meat begins to blacken and burn, but neither of you say anything. There goes dinner.
See.
Me and some friends were supposed to play a game.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
Different from the games you usually play. Even Aqueous was going to play this time, and he usually hates games. But then the game didn't work.
Oh, right. You know about the game. She blinks at you.
I dream sometimes.
Dreams? Well, that's pretty normal.
Not normal dreams, dummy! At least, I don't think that they are. I suppose that even if they aren't, I wouldn't have anything to compare them to. They are the only sort of dreams I've ever seen. I'm not sure what they are. I see other Nepetas sometimes. Sometimes Pounce is there, and sometimes she is dead. That always makes me very sad. I see my friends too. And other people I don't know, but I think would be pretty good friends if I had a chance.
The bright, hopeful note in Nepeta's voice digs deep at the center of you, plucking at your nerves like a cello string. It makes you so impossibly sad. You don't know why.
I don't see you, though.
More like, I don't see you, though.
I don't see you, though. I don't think you fit in here.
Ouch.
I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. My dreams are probably silly and don't mean anything.
She springs up from the fire and Kay down
Okay?
and down on Pounce, burying her hands and face in thick white fur. You get up and follow after her, because what else do you do? You should probably give up on this particular round at this point. You've quite thoroughly killed the friendship mood with all this existential angst. Why does she live all the way out here anyway? Wouldn't it be better to live closer to all of her amazing friends? At least Aqueous. Even Terezi, who is definitely very weird, has a house. Admittedly, it's in a tree, but it still counts.
I'm used to when I was a Wiggler.
Wriggler.
Or I think I did. A big lovely house with windows and lots of furniture for Pounce to scratch.
Pounce closes her eyes and purrs.
But then, I don't know. Something happened. I remember fire and noise and lots of shouting. And then I was on Pounce's back, and we were running for a very, very long time. I think it was pretty terrible. Terrible.
Nepetta's fingers tighten on Pounce's ruff.
I like it here.
You think back to a different olive blood girl in an oversized jacket who lived rough, and another who made her living with murder. In fact, you could see Nepeta growing up into someone much like Polypa, sharper, meaner, all her bright edges sanded off, her games transformed into a struggle for survival. Even now, sitting bathed in firelight, she looks tired. Every troll you've met carries the same exhaustion between their shoulders, even the high bloods, to a certain extent. They were worn to the bone by the sheer weight of history and a future that promises more of the same. What does one do in the face of such unsurmountable misery? How can you, a simple silent protagonist, even begin to combat something so all-consuming, so monstrous? Nepeta is waiting for you to trudge through your mandatory self-aggrandizing introspective interlude. So you do all you have ever claimed to do. You hold out a hand and wait for her to take it. Zap. Nepeta yelps and jumps an impressive 4 feet into the air. Fair. You were doing a dramatic gesture and forgot to prepare her for it. Sorry about that.
Where? Huh?
This is... Despite Equius's incredible strength and barely contained excitement, when he wraps Nepeta up in glistening, obscenely muscled arms, the embrace is the gentlest you've ever been witness to. Aww. This is an incredibly unorthodox manner for a pair such as ourselves to become acquainted. I apologize for this gaudy display of public affection. It is extremely unseemly of me. Well, he isn't really in public right now. Actually, the opposite. You're the asshole who popped into his private living space with zero warning. I suppose that's right. This is not the first time you have intruded on my space. Just let yourself in and out. How indecent. Okay, dude, calm down. You'll get sweaty. I am always sweaty.
Equius, you're smooshing me.
Oh.
Wait, has Equus's entire... I forgot. Has it always been Centaur's testicle?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot about that.
Lamau.
Equius let go, but he doesn't step away. He is looking at Nepeta like he can't quite believe she's real. Are you real?
I think so. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how I got here.
Don't worry about it. Just think of it as a reward for being such a very good kitty. Wow, that is a weird thing to say? Or is that a weird thing to say? That was pretty weird. You'll take it back, but Nepeta doesn't appear to have noticed your fumbling. She's scampering around Equius in increasingly excited circles. Maybe you can't fix these kids' lives. Maybe you can't improve society. But when it really comes down to it, you have the power to bring friends together. And damn, you'll take it.
Aw.
Yay, victory!
That was really cute.
I have a feeling that Nepeta is
Now
not
we have
important.
to go back and ruin it.
Yeah, we do. Deflect.
We have to ruin everything.
Wild. It's really wild that she doesn't see you in her dreams. No reason. Oh, by the way, does she want to see your sweet powers? You have super sweet powers. Zap. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Jade's room is bright and cheery. Fresh flowers in the hanging pots, curtains pulled wide to let in the afternoon sunlight. Jade sits on her bed while Dave paces in front of a line of squiddle toys, carefully assembled in neat ranks. This blue one is clearly in charge. Look at his dominant posture. Also, he's the only motherfucker not tentacle deep in his homie. He's an untangled buddy. That is some shit, really cuts to the core of, like, emotions.
It's actually because the magnets in him are messed up and always have been.
Harley, are you ruining the or Harley, you are ruining the magic. Come on. Oh, hey, mailman. Did you bring another stray alien? Because the last one has a fucking attitude and also surprisingly good snack sense. Snack sense? Yeah, the sense for snacks. Like, you think it would have occurred to me before to combine M&Ms with popcorn, but it never did. Because I wasn't raised right. But yeah, Karkat has a good tongue. That's not what I meant. Anyway, hi, Tori. Sup?
Ooh, yes, I wanted to meet you guys. Are you the same aliens that harassed us for years and then stopped for seemingly no reason, but actually probably because the fake mailman ruined everything?
Wow, damn, Jade.
Sorry, that's how I meant it. Who are you people? Where am I?
Jade takes a step towards Dempeta, who bristles and hisses, her back arching. At this point, you're pretty confident in your assessment of the bug theming for the trolls, but they really continue to be cat-adjacent, don't they? Maybe cats are just the only cultural touchstones you have for fierce but skittish creatures with a lot of hair. While you're busy pondering cats, Nepeta does a wild scamper for the window. Oh fuck, this tower is a tower. This is a tower. Fuck, you really didn't think that one through. Sorry, Nepeta, you really should have been warned. Holy shit, something's sure as hell on fire. Little Timmy's dad fell asleep at the grill, dude. Dude had one too many Bud Light limes and burned the whole fucking rack of ribs. Ribs ain't cheap, Dad. Now the barbecue's up in smoke. Who's gonna eat that Walmart potato salad without ribs? No one. That's who. Oh damn. You got a little overzealous with your zaps and brought Dave along with you. So this is where Karkat's from. No wonder you're such a spastic pile of personality disorders. Pretty rank in here. Well, at least Beck prevented you from bringing Jade along. Oh.
This is in the ruins.
Oh, hold on a second.
The current headcanon is that she's snacking.
Now those are key clacks.
This isn't the island.
Sorry to just crash your party like this, Nepeta. You really didn't mean to bring like half your alien friend group into her house. Nepeta is standing beside the dying fire, where the haunch has fallen apart into blackened chunks. Her hands are twisted in the layers of her coat, and she is shaking from head to foot. God, you just completely invaded her space. You are so totally... Grr. Oh. Oh no. Pounce has placed herself between Nepeta and the rest of you. Or, more accurately, between Nepeta and Jade. Her hackles are up, her two mouths hissing. Oh fuck. Does she smell Beck on Jade? This sucks, actually?
Pounce, wait, don't do anything yet, just... Pounce!
Do you get there in time?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like either one of these.
Yes.
Well,
It doesn't matter, just press yes.
Honestly, it does. We can go.
It's already a ruined timeline. Just press yes.
Yes, just press yes. We're not even doing the poll. It doesn't matter.
Pounce's claws feel as big as they look. They're sharp, too. Sharp claws. Incredible. Those claws. Santa Claus. Red soaks into the green velvet of your dress, slicking it heavy against your chest and stomach. Christmas. Wind whistles in your ears, accompanied by the strange ringing of chimes. Oh, no. Those are screams. You collapse backwards, waiting for the inevitable curtain of darkness to fall on your consciousness. Oh well, you'll do better next time. Or not. Instead of hitting the ground and finding yourself catapulted back to a menu screen, a pair of hands catches you and eases you down to the cave floor. Several pairs, actually. Your head is cushioned by something soft, and for a moment, the voices around you come into focus.
Don't have any idea what to do. Do you know?
First aid and shit, but I'm pretty sure they don't actually have any organs.
Shh! Please, everybody be quiet.
Darkness closes in on you, but it's a kinder darkness than you're used to. A darkness untouched by failure. Consciousness fades back in on slow waves of sensation. The first thing you see is firelight on the cave wall, strange shadows lapping across the rock and playing out a story you believe you could understand if your body was a little less heavy and your brain less full of mush. You try to sit up. Wow, you are not going to sit up.
Don't try to sit up. You're going to start bleeding again. Dave, go get Nepeta. They're awake.
Oh, dope. Okay. Hey, Leon. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. I twitch my cute as fuck little nose in a sultry come hither for the homeless Catwoman alien who lives in this cave.
I'm coming. Hold your hoof beasts.
Jade? Dave? You're both here? On Alternia? Did you think that was possible? At least not for Jade. Yeah, I was gonna mention back before you got gutted by Kimba the White Lion. I didn't think that worked. Don't you always get dog blocked? You thought you did, but maybe you just caught a lucky break and got in there while Beck was napping or doing some other important dog stuff.
I guess Beck has been acting sort of weird recently. He's been way less protective and bossy. He doesn't even get shirty when I go to the ruins.
Jade, I hate to break it to you. That's not weird, that's normal. Dogs are supposed to chew the remote and shit on the carpet, or chew the remote and shit on the carpet, not raise you from childhood. Animals are not parents. You know a couple trolls who might disagree with that, but you digress. Wow, your body doesn't feel good.
That's because Pounce almost killed you. I wasn't even sure you could die, but you proved me wrong. You did a pretty good job of almost dying.
But you aren't dead.
Dave held your guts in. It was very gross and extremely fascinating.
Wasn't a big deal. What kind of clown hasn't staunched copious bleeding from a gut wound recently? Time to go back to preschool, kids. You were impressed and horrified. Dave shrugs. Jade sewed you up like she's a fucking Susan B. Anthony with that needle. Except not American. Was Susan B. Anthony American? Did America even finish at that point? Maybe she was English.
I've never sewn up anything that wasn't a corpse. It was fun.
Again, you are terrified, but impressed. But the two of them, they're okay? They look alright. A little grimy, but otherwise unharmed. You're really sorry that you zapped them here and then passed out for what was the most likely days. I'm chill.
Yeah, it's been great, honestly. Which really does go to show you how much fun our lives are.
Yeah, I kind of think I actually think about it. But Nepeta has a Wi-Fi at least. She holds up his phone, open to the Messenger app. You can just make out familiar lines of red and gray text.
They're fine on
Move
my
over.
end. The account isn't saying that
Aquete?
mics are cutting out.
Aquete?
Aquit.
Aquete?
Yeah, Aquit Permusk.
Who's
That's Dave's persona. As an ironic persona,
cutting out,
remember?
though?
It's other account has said that mics are cutting out, but I don't hear it, and you guys are hearing what I'm hearing. So
I'm just confused. Does like everybody forget about Aquit Permusk?
It's been like a bit, and also that was like a bit.
Or Aquete, coming through.
Nepeta appears, shooing aside Dave and Jade and hunkering down at your bedside, or on your pile of furs on the cave floor. Her hair hangs lank around her face, and patches of your blood liberally stain her coat, but apart from that, she seems to be in an excellent mood. Hi, Nepeta. Sorry for bleeding all over the place.
Don't be silly. Just drink this.
She hands you a small clay cup full of something hot. What is it? Wait, they I added an of. Let me just read that again. She hands you a small clay cup full something hot. What is it?
Herbs.
She pronounces the H.
Herbs. Herbs.
What kind of herbs?
Healthy ones.
Probably some dank shit, mailman. Better watch out. I feel like Nep knows where to get the nip, if you catch my drift.
Shh. Aqui, stop being weird. It'll help the healing process. I find them in the woods.
Well, damn, if you find them in the woods.
I get most of my remedies from the jungle too, Dave. Grandpa left me plenty of antibiotics and formaldehyde, but nothing for a headache or a bad tummy. He just used to tell me to chin up, little Jadelet.
Oh yeah, my bro's the same way. Ibuprofen. Never heard of him. There's nowhere to get jungle medicine though, unless we're talking about the concrete jungle. Like there's an old guy named Stevie who camps out in the lobby and he'll fucking hook you up, but also I think he's a sex offender.
Your planet sounds like so much fun!
Yeah, it's alright. You thank Nepeta for the herb and take a little sip. It sure does taste like a bunch of boiled grass. Could be worse. You think Nepeta probably made the cup herself. She probably made everything else in here. Honestly, if there's anywhere on any planet that you could choose to get mortally wounded, doing it near Nepeta was probably the right call. Nepeta smooths your blanket with little nervous passes of her hands. She's back to not looking you in the eye.
I had a long talk with Pounce and told her that she's been a very bad kitty. She feels just awful about it and would like to make it up to you if she can. She's hunting something extra delicious right now.
Oh, Pounce didn't need to do that. It really wasn't her fault. You just got your dumb ass in the middle of everything as usual. Better you than Jade, definitely, since you're the main character and therefore probably can't die permanently.
That makes no sense to me. It's fine. Aquit, can you hand me that Perlo?
Oh, which one? What does Nepeta keep calling Dave? Aquit? We bonded over shared interests. Except some of us are totally 100% earnest in our interests instead of acceptably ironic. Which is fine, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Okay, you won't. The world begins to soften around the edges, melting like a scoop of ice cream. These herbs certainly appear to be the good shit. No matter what choices you make, when this particular writer gets a hold of you, you tend to do drugs. Your thoughts slide into one another, dissolving. You see your friends arrayed out before you, the two lonely girls and the strange, intense boy with hidden eyes. They watch you anxiously. You started this journey believing you needed to save these kids, and maybe that's still true. They certainly need someone to fix the mess of their lives and their planets and the crushing weight of brutal reality bearing down on them, but maybe you need saving too. Maybe you can all save each other. Whatever. You're high. You'll rest now.
What?
Group end.
Wait, this is also a good one.
Yeah, that's a good end.
No, but we've had two.
Yeah, Nepeta has two good endings.
Yeah.
So what happens when no?
What do you mean?
What happens if no? Because we didn't make a poll, we just chose yes. There was a no.
Oh,
protecting.
you're right.
Oh, you.
Hold on a second.
Oh no.
I need to look at something. I'm trying to look at something really quick. I wanted to see who it was that
First
wrote.
one. Scroll up. Nepeta.
Oh, Aisha Euphera. Nepeta, Gamzee. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, let me get back to that decision then.
Well, play along. Deflect.
Deflect.
No.
The next few moments happen so fast that you barely have a chance to catch sight of them, let alone intervene. Pounce leaps over Nepeta, landing on a rock and springboarding off it with her back legs and right at Jade. Oh god, oh no. Pounce's claws are so big and so sharp, and Jade is just a little girl. Bang. Pounce hits the ground with a thud so heavy it vibrates up through your legs. Smoke curls out of the nose of Jade's rifle, the shot loud enough to make you all go temporarily deaf. So you don't hear Nepeta's screams as more than a sigh, like wind or the distant wail of a strain. Wait, of a train? What, strain? Brain? She leaps for Pounce, eyes blazing wide and unseeing. Jade starts forward and Nepeta shrieks, raking out with her clawed gauntlets and catching Jade across the arm. Holy fuck. Jade reels backward, arm held protectively against her chest. Her shoulders heave with thick, choking breaths. Then she turns and runs from the cave. Jade. Fucking Jesus, Dick. Dave tears off after her. Holy shit, this is a complete nightmare. You teeter, torn between two disasters. Nepeta cradles her Ulysses' head in her lap, rocking slowly back and forth. You say her name once, twice. She doesn't even seem aware you're there. You've done everything you can here. That is, you've done nothing. You hurry to the mouth of the cave, hoping to get a glimpse of red and white. There's nothing. Just the endless sway of trees and chirps of night creatures. Nothing to suggest that two human kids, one bleeding profusely, have ever been near. Motherfuck, how could you let this happen? You need to find those kids. You imagine Jade, her copious hair, the bright smile, her tired eyes. You stand at the edge of a canyon, alone. It's clear there's no one around for miles. You aren't anywhere near Nepeta's cave. Jade could never have gotten here this fast. You messed up somehow. You think of Jade again, but this time you add in her stricken expression and the blood dripping from her forearm. You appear in an old station. Fuck. Okay, at least you can see the damn woods now. But still, no Jade. You think of Dave, sardonic glint, casual lean, muttering his jokes to himself before typing them out. Shit, damn it. This isn't even the right planet. Ugh. Yeah, you know, calm down, T-posing god person. You zap back to the mouth of the cave. Fire has died down. Everything is still, and just the sight of the dark opening makes you feel sure you are not welcome here. A girl lost her Ulysses, and it is your fault. Two human strangers are lost in the wilds of Alternia, and it is your fault. Your powers are growing. You can feel it. That's why Beck couldn't stop you. Why can't you find the kids? Because they aren't where they belong. You fucked something up again. The continuity, the timeline, something. Thematically, Dave and Jade don't fit in here. But now they're stuck, all alone, because of you. Damn.
There we go. Hey, it's Solix.
So, Nepeta got two good endings and two bad endings.
A twofer. So this is it.
I'll take Solix because I've been him before.
So this is it. You think the Solix guy is going to be a piece of grub cake. From what both Kark and Kanaya have told you, the poor guy recently got ghosted by his girlfriend, best friend. You're not quite sure what they were, and apparently neither do their friends. For Charles, friend seems to be as loaded of a word as girlfriend. Regardless, from what you've managed to gather, they were quite close, and her ghosting him has been seriously emotional effects. Thing is, the guy sounds like a mess and looks like a loser, and the boy is ready for you. And boy, is he ready for you. He's been flying low for a while, and you're ready to scoop him up and baby feed him the tenderest of worms directly into his mouth. Figuratively speaking, unless he's into that, then so are you, and you're fucking ready to do it. Literally. Out of all your mutual friends, Karkat has shown the most concern in the most backhanded of ways. Trapped in the throes of an extremely online sick sweepdom, he's been unable to tell Solix he's worried. And so, instead of having an honest conversation with a longtime friend, Karkat has arranged for an Alternian meat brute between the two of you. It's foolproof, which means it's you-proof. Karkat gave you an honestly frightening amount of detail on Solix's everyday routine. The main difficulty is, he seldom leaves his hive. He's kind of an indoor boy. Also, hello, Fox. Today, though, you've gotten lucky. Solix has made the plans to see a friend, and you're going to casually bump into the guy and play out all of Karkat's carefully curated plans, step by step, and befriend him. But first, he actually has to show. For someone with such a rigid schedule, he's sure not great at sticking to it. So you're just left here at an alien train station, sitting on an alien bench, and trying not to make eye contact with any of the aliens around you. Sure, they might be potential friends, but no. You're pretty sure that that Solix is the guy for you this time around. You know, it's the same way you've known everything else since this particular leg of your meandering journey has begun. It's gotta be Doc Scratch, right? That cue ball-looking motherfucker stole the memories of all your previous buddies. It stands to reason that he stole some other ones too. In fact, Aradia helping you remember has just made you realize that there could be so many other things you forgot. You can't shake the feeling that you're still being used, that everything you do, every move you make, every breath you take feeds back into some sort of shitty mastermind's plan. You've tried zapping back to Doc Scratch's mansion, but you can't get there either. He's out of bounds. So you've just defaulted to your usual thing, friend acquisition. You are playing into someone's hands. You just know it. But the alternative is to just do nothing. Sit quietly in a room alone and not have any contact with anybody. Anyone. And who knows if this is exactly what Doc Scratch wants you to do in the first place. It's really hard to do anything at all the time. Anyway, Solix. You've heard... Anyway, Solix.
Oh, wait, you saw that?
Yes, it was 2 words.
Holy shit.
It was 2 words. You've heard a lot about this dude, and you're certain he's heard all about you. How could he not? You're basically best friends with everybody he knows. You're an unstoppable friending force. Oh, fuck, there he is. Well, he's pretty much exactly the way you imagine. How did Karkat put it? A skinny fuck and a total loser who would be utterly lost without Karkat's devotion and guidance? Yeah, just like that. What should you do? Well, what do? Okay, pull up. Pull up. Ah! God. Vote. Please vote. Also, hello, TK. I'll better vote. Gyro fries and Cosmos. I've never had a gyro or gyro, whatever. Fucking Greeks. God. Ow. Beef and lamb. Beef is good. I've never had lamb.
Beef.
Beep. Okay, I guess we're saying hi. Tell him you're Karkat's friend. You greet Solix. No.
Oh, yeah, right.
You greet Solix cheerily and tell him that you're Karkat's friend and you know all about him. Solix looks at you up and down. His nose wrinkles, like he's just stepped in a piece of particularly fragrant dog shit. You separately check the sole of your shoes to see if the unpleasant aroma is coming from you. Nope. Then what's wrong? Did you just come on too strong? Oh no. You fool. You absolutely fucking buffoon. This guy is part of the most oppressed class of all people on Alternia. A gamer. Of course he's wary of you. He probably can't even tell if you're a PC or console gamer, or how objectively right your opinions about RPGs are. Timing was absolutely crucial here. You should have approached him as if you were a delicate baby gazelle, just inching up to the watering hole for a fresh sip of Mountain Dew, and then before you knew it, pounced and recounted him how much you've managed to break Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 with all the sick moves you've learned. Dazzle him with your objectively right gaming opinions.
This is so fucking typical. He didn't even fucking ask. Just fuck. He can't mind his own fucking business.
You are utterly confused. This wasn't part of Karkat's script.
This is the DV thing all over again. He never fucking asks me. He never fucking warns me. Not all of your friends have to be friends with each other. Why is that so fucking hard for him to understand? Fuck. I want nothing to do with that juggler piece of shit and whatever the hell you are.
Juggler? He lives in Eyebrow.
Oh, sorry. I hadn't pegged you with a honky ass liquor, but I should have known better. You do look the part.
Solix is absolutely unimpressed. Wow, you weren't expecting this. Are you experiencing a heated gamer moment right now? Nah. You think these might be Alternian slurs, but you can't really confirm without whipping out your phone out in front of him and making a fool of yourself by opening Urban Dictionary mid-conversation. The train pulls away from the platform, but the troll in front of you seems to have completely forgotten about that.
What the fuck do you want?
You very bluntly tell him that you've heard he's having a rough time, and you just want him to be his friend. Some of his friends have told you that they're worried, and Solix looks absolutely livid now.
Did KK tell you I needed help?
Well, no, it wasn't. You let out identical yelps and turned to see a ridiculously minuscule clown car. Just really fucking small. There are 2 big horns on the front and 2 big horns on the back.
Motherfucking miracles.
The small door of the car opens and out comes a shoe that really has no business being in that car in the first place. There is absolutely no way that Gamzee fits in there, but somehow he's folding himself out. You turn to see Solix to share a consternated look, but he just seems annoyed. A leg follows the shoe, accompanied by a series of cracks as he unfolds himself from inside the car. Recently, you've become a bit more of a bone expert, and you're most certain that that is not a noise they should be making. You can't look away. You're absolutely hypnotized by this display of clownliness.
Hey, motherfuckers. I was just all out and booing when I happened upon the 2 of y'all. Can't hardly believe my oculars. Solix, my good bitch. I haven't seen you since... When's the first time we met? Oh, so you're double teaming me now. This is some thick shit. trying to clown me from both sides.
Now, hold on. Gamzee wasn't part of the plan.
Plan?
Shit. This always goes smoother in the rom-coms.
It's okay, my most frightened, lustful friend. There's no need for plans. We are all part of a greater plan that brought us together.
Solix takes a step back, takes a critical look at both of you, and flies away so fast the shockwave almost topples you over. Gamzee waves him a very ineffective goodbye, eyes glazed over. Well, you beefed it. A very real word describing a real action that people take. You beefed it big time. You say beans out loud because you beefed it so hard you basically made yourself an entire meal.
Oh, it's okay, my most universal of friends. That's just how a motherfucker says hi sometimes, by flying away from you as fast as possible. I know it will cheer you up.
It's drugs, isn't it? It's definitely drugs. Clown end. Holy fucking hell, look at that
We love the clown end.
I love his scuttlebuggy.
Jesus. That is such a ridiculous thing.
That is the. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, the time isn't right. You decide to hang back and wait a little while longer. You stand on the platform for a few polite feet away from him, before a long train pulls up, and you see Solix take a furtive peek inside before walking back out to the platform. That's interesting. The second train comes in, and he seems to deem this one worthy and hops in. You count to 10 before rushing in. The car is almost empty. It's just you, Solix, and a pile of blankets in the corner. The insides of the car is bee-themed. Man, girls really love bugs. Solix takes his bench seat and puts his bag next to him, so there's no chance anyone will sit there. Luckily for you, the one in front of him is still empty. They're all empty, actually, so you take it. There's something a little nostalgic about this setup. It feels like any minute now, Solix is going to ask you arbitrary questions that may affect some cosmic choices in your life moving forward. But he doesn't. In fact, Solix's face remains totally neutral. All he does is acknowledge your presence, is lift one single brow. The time you spend near him may have been short so far, but the idea of you've built in your head is quite strong. You've heard enough from his friends to know he's not bothered at all. However, if you didn't know better, you would say Solix is emitting the energy of someone who's walked into an empty bathroom and chose the most secluded stall only for someone else to walk in and choose the one next to his. Which is nonsense, because you know better. All the secondhand knowledge you've got of the guy can't be wrong. He's doing what you mentally dub his tsundere act. You keep staring.
Can I help you, dude?
This is this isn't how you expected to introduce yourself, but you do it anyway.
Euro, French fries, and Cosmic Fizz boba tea. Interesting, Fox. And nice.
Okay.
He finally pulls out his phone and doesn't look at you anymore. Okay, so you're sensing that he needs some space. You pull out your own phone. What? There was doubt that you had one because it hasn't been mentioned in a good 2/3 of this game? Silly. Little did you know, the phone survived it all in your hoodie's pocket. They truly don't make phones like this anymore.
Fuck, I'm stupid. Yeah, okay, you did it.
You
are magic.
Solix is holding his horizontal. Solix is holding his horizontal, which gives the feeling that he's playing a video game. Well, he's got you beat already. You don't have any games on yours. You decided instead to go through your messages. And wow, you had so many plans with so many of your friends and you went and disappeared on them. Fuck. They were all counting on you. Okay, you've got this. Carcat has basically shown you this guy's entire games library, and you're going to super casually bring up games like he likes. No problem. There was a name on it that had really surprised you, but in hindsight it made sense. Back at home, the game's still widely popular. Nobody knows exactly where Minecraft came from, but fuck, everyone loves it. You loudly announce to absolutely fucking nobody because you're being so casual and friendly that you love Minecraft. Every gamer knows that one, but you get no reaction. Fuck, this guy can probably tell you don't even know how to use a texture pack. That's fine, no harm done. You know he's a huge fan of a tact drone in solid state. You don't have the time to find anything about it on Gorgle because the fact that it was apparently staunchly anti-war. The guy making the games got away with it for a while before the Empire caught on with him, mostly because nobody actually understood what the fuck it was about. Name dropping it alone surely would be enough to show him what a badass gamer you are. Nothing. God. Group Stronghold 2? No? Fortnite? Damn, you were completely certain all of these sick games would prove irresistible conversational topics.
You look thick. I don't actually give a fuck, but please don't puke on my shoes.
That startles you, and immediately you reassure him you're fine.
That sounds like bullshit, but I'll believe it since I don't have to make, or I don't want to make shit more awkward. I'm Solix.
Oh, you surprised he's changed his tune so fast?
You're that alien everyone's talking about, aren't you?
How did he know?
You've been messaging me for days, dude. I've been and been totally weirdly invasive to me. Whatever. I'm in a good mood today, so we're starting over.
Okay, this isn't that bad. You can do this. You introduce yourself over again and try to play off the fact that you know a creepy amount of insider knowledge about this guy.
I don't see what the big...
Wait.
This is a random background.
Hey, why are you being so loud? Can't you see I'm trying to sleep here?
A small olive troll pops out of blankets in the corner. Somehow, this really shakes Solix.
We need to leave immediately.
Why?
You don't understand. This guy here is going to die, and we're going to go with him if we don't get out right fucking now.
So what will you do? Alright. I keep doing it. Oh.
You keep doing it.
I do. I keep hitting channel points instead of /poll.
That sure is a thing you keep doing.
That nobody can tell that I'm doing because it doesn't show. Teleport Mario. Wait, that's not Mario. Nah. Also, I didn't hear a bong hit, but like one of the two might have actually done it. I just wasn't paying attention. Ah! God, my leg, my foot. I swear to God, I sprained it. Alright, please vote. Do you want to have the obvious bad end or the... People might be voting for the obvious bad end. And we got would tell Solix nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong.
Right.
Not a frog. You put your hand on Solix's shoulder. There's nothing wrong. The train continues to shake.
Are you out of your mind? We have to.
The shaking stops as suddenly as it started. Both Solix and Sleepy Troll look around confused. Everything looks fine. Sleepy Troll just yawns and goes back under the blankets.
I don't understand. This isn't how things work. What did you do?
Who knows? You're not entirely sure what Solix thought was going to happen? Is he okay?
No. I hear voices. I hear voices?
You hope he's getting the right help for that.
No, you recycled asswipe. The voices of the dead, or more importantly, the imminently deceased. And I very clearly heard the voice of Blankets roll right there. But now, I don't? And that doesn't happen. That's never happened before.
Oh, well, isn't that a good thing?
It's not bad.
That makes you happy to hear. You feel like you're finally making progress and getting through to him.
Sorry. I got really stressed for a moment. Fuck. This is awkward.
You reassure him it's fine. You enjoyed the rest of the ride with him, in mostly companionable silence. The train pulls in to what seems to be the right stop as Solix stands up.
You're friends with Kan, right?
Kanaya? Oh, yes! You very eagerly nod.
Well, I'm headed her way if you're interested. You're nowhere near as annoying as TZ and KK make you sound.
Solix smiles, and it's the first time you've seen him generally smiling in time together. You tell him that you would love to see Kanaya again. Wait, hold on. Terezi and Karkat think you're annoying? He snorts.
No. They just described you honestly, and being how you are is part of your charm, I guess.
As long as he finds it charming too, you're okay with this backhanded compliment.
Dude, you've got to stop being so overeager. It's a little embarrassing. But anyway, I hope you didn't have a heavy breakfast.
Huh? Does he expect you to run there? You can teleport easily. You can get there fast.
That's nice, but we're going to arrive with more style.
Before he's done talking, you've already in midair. You've been lifted by psionics before, but it's the first time you feel completely weightless. It's like gravity has completely forgotten you have to answer to it.
Brace yourself. I refuse to slow down.
So you do. Everything around you becomes a blur. You know you're somewhere, but everything just looks like colors. When the world sharpens back into view, you're in Kanaya's hive. Solix looks smug. Kanaya looks from him to you and back again. While I'm happy you've made a friend, I wish you had given me a warning. No offense. None taken, but you're a little curious as to why you had to take the train over. Solix seems like you could just easily flown here. So why?
Can't a Jew just be super fucking jazzed about public transportation? Fuck the entire planet and its stupid fucking hemaspectrum system. But at least the train can take you where you need to go for the most part.
Well, you can't say that same runs true from where you're from, no. He knows I will not open the door otherwise. Oh?
Kan, you're really killing my vibe here. Completely harshing it. Hearthing it.
Well, I would think our friend would appreciate knowing that while a powerful, you are still a developing young troll. And I would rather not have to mop your brains off my front door.
Are we really doing this again, Mariam?
On last names basis again, Solixander. Yes, we are doing this again.
Where the fuck does Solixander come from? They've never had an Alexander.
Solix
Alexander?
Look, Final Fantasy VII exists within this universe. Shut up. Being the naturally curious person that you are, you've amassed a good amount of troll anatomy knowledge by now. Thus far, weird alien brain anatomy has eluded you.
What happens is that I have big brain that is almost as big as my...
What happens is that when we were younger, Solix would get really sleepy if he used his powers too much.
Then KN found Gorgle and found terms like dopamine, noradrenaline, and thiamine. Now he thinks he knows better than me.
Solix, please.
Yes, Alex, please.
I sent you the links. We both know the same amount.
Yeah, whatever. I came to do a favor, so I decided I needed assistance for a change.
Solix, if you're going to make excuses, make good ones. Instead of being annoyed or embarrassed, Solix seems delighted to hear Kanaya's words. He always looks more relaxed and in his element than he was in the train.
So, what's the problem this time? Where is it?
Well, you see, the keyboard will not work. I just have no idea what happened. Kanaya points to her computer. It's clearly been cut in half. Most likely sawed in half. Very cleanly, if you must add. Solix looks at it like he's seriously considering what could have happened to this computer.
Me eyeing the background.
Kanaya... Okay, I couldn't read all of that.
Well, no, that was just...
Kanaya points
That
to
was
her
the same one.
Wait, it was?
No, I pressed H and hid the text.
Oh, fuck.
Because me eyeing her the background. Chainsaw, right there. Lamau.
Did you try turning it on and off?
Naturally.
I figured something like this had happened, so I came prepared.
He pulls out some things from his bag, including what looks like an identical version of Kanaya's computer. You think this may happen a lot. While he gets to work, setting things up, Kanaya takes you aside. I have to say, I'm really impressed. Yes, you're quite impressive. Solix has not been at his best recently. You see, we had what you call a falling out in our friend group, which resulted in 3 serious injuries and 1 death. The details of which are not mine to share. But Solix was used in a rather heinous way. And I did not distance myself in any way from the troll who caused all of this. And Solix is in a very Solix fashion, blamed himself and withdrew from all of his friends. And when he started talking again, he still refused to engage me in conversation. Until he finally acknowledged my medical condition. Oh boy, Kanaya hadn't mentioned a medical condition up to this point. You hope that you haven't accidentally made her overexert herself, or been rude in any way. You wonder if it's okay to ask. I can see you are interested in what my condition is. It is quite serious and frustrating at times, but I have stopped blaming myself for it. And just accepted it as a part of my life. You nod. You are overall a rather healthy individual. You tend to get injured on a bi-weekly basis, but somehow always miraculously come out of it just a bit, or come out of it just fine. Huh. You truly are one lucky son of a bitch. It is still a little embarrassing to admit. You tell her she's your friend. You will not judge her at all. In fact, you want to take a moment to appreciate her for not judging you. She definitely has it more together than you. She smiles one of the warmest smiles she's given you. Very well. I'm not proud of this, but I am... My medical condition is that I'm a bulge cursed. What?
Sorry.
I am bulge cursed.
Yeah.
Erectile dysfunction? by Vriska. Vriska cursed my bulge. You gape at her. Holy shit! Thank you. I have learned to live with it. Wait. Is this like genital mutilation or like circumcised or what?
No, it's a curse.
I don't believe you. Kanaya, God, you're just so sorry about this. I'm joking. I'm making a joke. About my crush on Vriska being a medical condition. I thought it would bring a bit of levity to the situation, but you look so concerned. You tell Kanaya that her sarcasm face looks a lot like her normal face. Yes, people have told me that before. Solix chooses that moment to slide back in.
It's all set.
Thank you.
I added something that you've been bothering me about for a while.
They move towards the computer, and you can see the screen from where you are, but you can see Kanaya's face light up at whatever they're looking at. Oh, Solix. I know you did not want to share these pictures, I hope. I hope I did not push you that too far.
No, you didn't. I was just being a stupid fuck. I don't know why I was so hung up on it. I'm 6 now. I'm technically an adult.
Not really, but thank you. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, whatever. We both look like stupid grubs in these pictures.
That immediately grabs your attention. Well, we were quite young. You try moving closer to take a peek, but Kanaya throws you an absolutely murderous look. Whatever embarrassing childhood memory lane they're going down, it seems that it's deeply personal to Solix. For once in your life, you mind your business.
It's kind of awkward to see myself like that. What the fuck what the fuck am I wearing?
It was very fashionable for the time. I would know I had been made for you.
It's not you with the fashion, it's just...
Picking up on his discomfort, Kanaya saves the day before you can butt in. Focus more on what you have done to your own hair. Alexander, what have you been thinking when you did that?
Hey.
After a few more minutes of reminiscing, they move away from the computer and back to where you're standing. You hope they both appreciate you staying in your own lane. Anyway, I have to say I'm rather surprised to see you with company.
Yeah, I guess I got my whole lone bark beast reputation to keep, but what can I say?
Is that why Miss Pisces keeps bringing up the delightful conversation you two are having?
Well, I got big fucking news. Turns out she's not as boring as I thought she'd be. It's going.
Going where? Solix shrugs.
Just going.
Kanaya hums in agreement, but decides to drop it. It's funny to think that you thought this guy was a complete loser. He seems to have more game than the average gamer. A stealth Chad in a way. Wait, hold on. Why does Kanaya get introduced Why does Kanaya get to introduce Solix to someone, but Karkat has to come up with an incredibly convoluted plan for you two to meet?
No offense to you or KK, but KK has no filter on who he lets into his life.
Yeah, no offense. You feel like you may start taking actual offense.
I hate meeting new people. Do I look like I know what the fuck a Dave is? Bitch, I'll kill you.
No, you will not.
No, I won't. It's a meme. Fuck KN.
She smiles pleasantly. You feel a little bit like an outsider, like you're missing some history between them, but you can't help but feel a little warm on the inside at the sight of friendship.
Oh, shit, I meant fuck KN. Limo.
Anyway, we should leave soon.
Why? I thought you were going to stay today. It's a rather long journey.
It's whatever. I left some shit running that I need to check on.
Oh, hacker shit?
Of course not.
Very well, at least let me get a couple of shirts I fixed for you. And if you would be kind enough to drop a couple of things off at the drone office. I fixed a sweater for Carcat.
Yeah, no problem.
The moment Kanaya steps away, Solix is in your face.
So, we're not staying over because you're obviously not 6, and having you over for a sleepover would be fucking weird.
You can't argue with that.
But also, you seem okay. I wouldn't mind spending more time with you, which is something I don't tell everybody. There's a frozen muscle beast nectar place near the drone office. We can go there.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yes, it's a friend date. Yay,
Sweet
popsicle.
victory.
Yay, popsicles. But now we have to do the other route.
Oh, damn it.
Nope.
Too
It's
far.
too long.
I mean, some of the others haven't been too long, so, you know. Okay, the time isn't right.
Teleport.
Yep.
Teleport. As the train continues to shake, you grab Solix's arm and teleport. And somehow you end up in front of John's house. Huh. Well, of all the places you visited, his neighborhood is probably the friendliest, and there's something about the knowledge that is around the area that makes you feel safe. Like, if you need it, you could absolutely get a dose of parental guidance, or at least a fresh croissant. Croissant! You turn to check on your new friend. Solix is scrunched up in the house's shadow, trying to play it cool, but obviously shaken by how sunny it is. Once he realizes that you're indeed not being burned alive by the sun, he visibly relaxes.
What the actual fuck did we do? This is obviously not Alternia.
It's a little hard to explain without flexing at this point, so you allow yourself to brag a little in hopes of impressing Solix. You explain that not only is this place safe, but also John programs a little. He's probably worse than Carcat at it, and is surely cheer Solix all up. You're certain Dave is around, and he reminds you of a little of...
Can you stop? Fuck.
Stop what?
I don't think you get how weird you're being. I haven't told you anything about me, but somehow you managed to know not a lot of really personal information about me. Honestly, it's creepy AF. I know you're friends with basically all of my friends. And I'm sure they told you I'm kind of an aloof piece of shit and grumpy and hard to get along with. And half the time, I feel like I don't even deserve them. And then you walked in and they all adore you instantly. Fuck, even EQ likes you.
You don't understand. Shouldn't this make your friendship easier?
You don't get it. I'm way more complex than whatever the fuck I say online and what my friends have told you. Real life isn't like a dating sim with you can fumble your way into the right choice. Why do you even want to friend me?
Well, both of you share so many friends, it's only natural, isn't it? Solix looks at you. His expression remains neutral, yet somehow you feel harshly judged.
I don't think you understand how things work for people like me. I had a wake-up call in which I realized something I do really matters. Whether I want it or not, I'm destined to be a war machine. I already got a taste of it once. It can't be harder than the first blood, right?
He smiles a little. It makes you feel worse. Solix is letting you in on something that you don't have the full picture for. Anything you say at this point wouldn't be any help.
I'm stupid enough that that I'll resist. So it will definitely suck big time for me. But I already made the mistake of trusting someone who let me believe I could make a change. But just got fucked, and that's that.
That is most certainly not that. It's not too late. Things are better, and you've made sure of it. You can make a change, both of you. You're not entirely sure what he's talking about, but he doesn't have to become anything he doesn't want to.
I can see why the others might like you. And for whatever it's worth, I do wish I could believe you too.
Before you react, he's flying away. Fuck, shit! Now he's lost on Earth, and oh god, he could have at least waited for you to get him back home. What if the wrong people find him and do fucked up experiments on him? Oh, but he definitely doesn't want to have anything to do with you. You space gamer. Well, that went fast.
Yeah, it did. Fight me, fuckboy.
Let's see, who wants, whatever his name is, fuckboy.
I have no personal feeling, I think.
Looks like you're back on the beach, prowling around like you're looking for lost coins and trash with a metal detector. Except you're looking for friends and people whose lives you can make a little better with your reality warping powers. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. You're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. You look up and see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, but in the sense that he's literally has fins on his face. Although, he's definitely a little fishy in the other sense too. After a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily.
So, who do we want to do this?
Susie, are you around?
Hello?
Yeah, who do we want to do this one? I have no idea. I still have no good concept for what
I can't go. I don't even know what he would sound like. And like, to do it, I would need to practice, and we can't do that.
I guess am I the only one who's willing then?
I don't know how he would even sound.
I don't know either. He's hard to pin down.
Should we make him into a stereotypical pirate?
No, he's a wizard, so he would definitely have like a more nerdier voice, right?
That's not necessarily true. No,
but then again, he looks like a nerd. I mean, okay, granted, he is an incel. But then again, Solix... wait.
Well, and his alternate universe self is a fucking...
greaser.
Not just a greaser, he's borderline a... yeah, he's a greaser. He's greased lightning. So, like... where do we... It's just... He's so mixed up. Because like knowing it's just because like he's also handsome. He's not just he's like actually kind of handsome, which is a problem. Because if you want to go with a nerd voice, it doesn't look sounds wrong. You know?
I mean, he is partially royalty, so he has to have the high hauntiness of it.
Pain. I guess I'll just try. Hey. I don't fucking know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Zarabon. Gosh,
DBDA Zarabon.
No, I don't want to make him sound like I don't want to make him sound like my straight up Metaton voice. It's so bad. Fuck.
Maybe a
I
little...
guess we have to try something, don't we?
Yeah.
Hey. I guess that's it. That's just what we're working with. You over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to when you're literally the only other person for miles. What am I doing? This is... Yes, thank you for pointing to yourself. Are you that alien friend slut everyone keeps talking about?
Friend slut? Wow. Huh. You tell the guy that, yes, you are the friend slut. It's you. That's basically what you are. It's what you do. The slut for friends. You ask him who called you that in the first place. You're going to need to thank them for giving you such an apt terminology with which to describe yourself. Was it Solix? You bet a lot of money that was Solix.
No, it wasn't fucking Solix. God. Jeez, you really are a hyperactive little bulge muncher, aren't you? I don't know where I'm going with this. This is so bad. No, that was something I came up with myself. After hearing everyone talking about you and shower you with praise on trolling. I'm Eridan, by the way. I'm very rich and very important around here. And by that I mean on this planet.
Wow, you should sincerely thank Eridan for nicknaming services. Something
I think I'm falling into something.
Yeah,
I think I'm falling into
you're definitely falling into what it probably is. Something tells you that this guy might actually kind of suck, though.
God, I suck. My Moirail and my Kismesis both spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently. And they dumped the hell out of me. Ripped my heart out like it was part of a grisly offering to the gods.
Eridan turns a dramatic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feelings jam. Yeah, fuck yeah. You can't believe your luck is running into You can't believe your luck in running into the one motherfucker on this planet desperate enough to just tell a complete stranger all of his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo. Ammo with which to pierce his heart. With, like, you know, the power of friendship or something.
So I'm like going through a lot of the moment. Because honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me, or date me, or hate me. Nobody's gonna put up with my unending tidal wave of bullshit, so what even is the point anymore? Nobody wants to be my friend, and I don't blame them.
That's not true, you want to say. No, you want to scream it out. So loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There is definitely something wrong with you.
Are you just going to stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Open up in front of people I've never met, I mean. People pay good money for this shit. A good melodramatic Emporo wallowing from yours truly usually costs a fucking premium.
Oh. What?
Yeah, woe is me, etc., etc. Listen, are you gonna give me the cash or what?
This guy can't be fucking serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money?
Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay? Sometimes that means taking money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. You understand, right? Awesome. Please pay me for listening to my problems.
You're starting to get the idea why people might have gotten sick enough of this guy to dump him without remorse. Probably you let Eridan know that you are, simply put, broke as hell.
Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what. If you can't compensate me with cash, maybe we could find an alternative method of payment.
Oh god, no.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. Listen, I'm still messed up over Fef and Vriss breaking my heart as carelessly as a pur beast knocks over a wine glass, shattering it to a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beats gazing, I'm very lonely. What I want is for you to accompany me on a friendly little outing.
Oh. Is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part, much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you at your worst. But you say, sure, you're absolutely down to do anything with him.
Really? That's awesome.
Eridan tries to crack a light smile and fails.
Well, I think I'll let you decide what we should do together on our little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this. So I'll go anywhere you think of. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here.
Hot damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this you can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's... Okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down, but you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go. You decide. Oh. Okay. Okay, motherfuckers. Let's even see if there's enough options. Date choices. Ask him. Art. Beach. Movie. Okay, there aren't. Vote again. Okay, so here's how we're doing this. The first 4 options, or we have to make another vote on those other 3. So that gets to be your choice, and you better pick something, because Jesus Christ. Also, fuck you for... I fucking hate Eridan now. I fucking hate him. I hate what he's putting me through. I swear to God, if all of these choices don't matter, I am going to strangle a fishy fuck. Because now, I'm going to have to start /poll, because it seems like we have to hit the vote again button. Yep. Alright. Fine. Fuck you. Earth. Anime.
This is by far the most entertaining the stream has gotten.
I know. Can I? Yeah, of course. Fuck. Can I do it with 2? No. Can I do it with 3? Yes. Takes. Well, now you have these 3 options. You want to go to Earth, anime, or grave robbing? Fuck you, Ticonderoga. Huh? Oh, now y'all start voting? Oh, now the votes happen? You know, if it ties, I have to pick between one of the tied options, right? And now that I said that, you motherfuckers better not tie all 3, because I'm going to one day.
Wow.
I kind of wish that the poll program worked. Lulu?
I only voted for one of them.
Bullshit, you contributed 1 channel point. So that means you had to have voted and then contributed another vote to one of those.
Shit.
Yeah, no, fuck you. I wish this pops up on stream. Okay, fine, we're going to
choose between Earth and anime.
I am going to choose
Because-
anime. We're picking anime. Fuck you.
Head to the anime store.
Wait.
Okay. You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
So that's where you want to go. That's fine, I guess.
Eridan's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him.
Listen, forget this whole thing, actually. I think that maybe we just aren't meant to be friends. Given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you made your decision so carelessly.
What the fuck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted. You're completely fine letting him... Oh, god damn it. He's leaving already. Before you even say anything, you stop paying attention for one freaking text box, and this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach away from you like a humongous tool. Maybe it was for the best. He was giving you some soft zebra vibes. And if you're being honest, for one, you don't feel much regret for leaving a guy off your friends list.
Game over.
You know what? Fuck it. We're going to teleport to Earth. I'm going to do everything except for doing what he wants, just to see.
So that's where you want to go.
Yep. Find a graveyard. Oh, wow. It's the exact same thing. I'm assuming that doing anything... Oh, movie was yes. No, that...
Yeah.
No.
Stay at the beach.
So that's what you want. Okay.
Stolen Art Museum.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a beach
Or
ask Eridan. You wanna make that decision now? Now that we've narrowed down everything that isn't real?
Try asking Eridan. Because you never know.
I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go.
God damn it, you were hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular that he wants to go? Well, surely it doesn't matter what you pick if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. Yep. What did you think? Alright.
Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. You know what is up. We are totally going in fucking sync.
You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult.
No, see, I already have movie tickets.
Oh my god.
And had them for like a month. And was planning on going in a few minutes from now anyways. So clearly we were destined to be together as lifelong fucking pals. Because you knew exactly what we were always going to do.
Yeah, sorry. He had movie tickets this whole time? Why didn't he say so?
Oh, you know.
You don't. You're a little miffed that he was just expecting you to know what he wanted the whole time. But you're not letting it get to you.
Moving on. Let's get this this show on the fucking road. I'm calling up the airship right now. We can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet-renowned classic known as Shrek 2. What do you say?
Oh my god, Shrek 2?
Your eyes widen a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit-take motion. You're sorry, Shrek 2? Classic? Finally, someone speaking your fucking language! It's an unironic masterpiece that... Suddenly a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Aridin standing side by side in a desert, surrounded by a black void of a cracked sky. And just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. Oh boy, what the fuck was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Aridin smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. The vision was so out of place that were it not for Aradia, you would start thinking none of your vague past memories were real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt any of what you're experiencing is real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot somehow? You refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly, you're on an airship deck, and Aridin is walking in front of you towards the bridge of the ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say. And also, when did you get here?
You walked on it like any bipedal, quadrupedal, or septipedal alien would. What are you all talking about?
Sorry, Shrek was making you disassociate.
Okay, fine, fucker. I'll just say it again. Welcome to the airship Derampora. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every conceivable way.
No kidding. The airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it, buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. You and Aridin mosey over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flock cosplay to... well, there's a ton of shit in here. There's a pile of ornate sticks in the corner, too. You wonder...
Don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything. Since magic is fake as shit after all.
He resists the urge to laugh in his face. Of course magic is real.
Those are all just confiscations. That are confiscated from unscrupulous lowbloods. In a store. With, my many stacks of cash given to the owner. Definitely not something I have, or I like having here.
Right. The eyes wander a little bit more around the room, and besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble, really? You see a lot of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kind of want to put them on. It's about time for you to add another fan art generating attire to your wardrobe.
Hell no, those dresses are mine.
Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You know he has a sense of fashion, but you didn't know that his taste was so good. The dresses look so pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice.
Of course I've put them on before. Just the private use only, you know. And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not like thinking about my gender or anything like that. When I put them on, they just feel nice and breezy and shit. I mean, let's be real, gender's more or less fake as hell mess that's put unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. It's just so arbitrary, you know what I'm saying? To nobody's practical benefit, I might add. And it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth even back a long as time ago. Point is the concept that gender is a strict binary isn't archaic. It's just flat out wrong. And I think it's honestly kind of fucked up. I'm just sitting here like...
yeah, no, this doesn't make any sense still because you're trolls.
Yeah, because you're all hermaphrodites.
Yeah, fuck, it seems like, how would you tell?
This feels like... And the thing, and it's like, it doesn't bother me as much because it's Aridin, and Aridin had like nothing going for him. Yeah. But also, this is just feels like, oh hey, I have a bunch of politics. Let's put it into the script.
Yep.
It does feel rather forced. Like we're getting lectured, and I don't like it.
But also March Aridin exists, so it's like I can't be that mad.
It's like
it's not that bad. It's just
Why would he get
a little much.
To me, it's like, why would you give a shit? You're trolls.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's like they wouldn't. It feels like they wouldn't have that. If you have one sex, you already have this whole fucked up quadrant thing. It doesn't make any sense. There seems to be no difference between who you hook up with and what. Y'all just piss, shit, vomit into a bucket.
Lamel. Especially since people who go out and say it's a stone set in immutable fucking law are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority.
There's something in Eridan's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff.
I think it's also funny that it's a high blood that cares about this shit.
Yeah.
That it's royalty. It's the people who have no real thing to really care about. It's silver spoon shit. So there is a little bit of a jab there that I do like. There's something in Eridan.
No, you already did. We already just said this. I just said it.
Yeah, you're right.
Something about the way he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn about this stuff to impress people or to appear woke, as the kids say, or any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad.
Anyways, let's talk about the hemospectrum. Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash. That probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live. Which is why I've planned to make so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship, and spent so much time sniping leagues in the air and shooting holes into low-blood feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essences coursing through their veins.
You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. See, I think that's a good juxtaposition.
Yeah, it is. It is a pretty hilarious juxtaposition.
You quickly reassure Eridan that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelmingly classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. No, you just puked your guts out for some other completely different reason. It's probably just something in the air that smelled. Something probably just full of shit, yeah.
Whatever you say, I guess.
You decide to hit the conversational go back button and challenge Eridan on a much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender?
What, are you kidding? I'm not an ally. I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you've noticed from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan Empora in the hand if I annoy him. Which isn't too big a deal because Violet Bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but I suck, and I bet half this whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly supported something like the destigmatizing of gender non-conforming trolls, any existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. I'm not going to be selfish about this thing in particular.
Oh, you didn't really think about it like that. Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks, right?
At this point I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it even. At least someone knows about, or at least it means someone's thinking about me.
There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time.
Anyways, let's talk about something else. Like Solix. Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge or not? Just curious.
What?
Fuck it, I'll ask him myself.
Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Aridin whips out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision.
Hey,
For fuck's sake, this better not be about your ex again. Didn't I tell you a million times to stop talking to me already?
first of all, don't rub it in about Pfeff piss blood. I can come to your house to put a bullet through your skull. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask about something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge?
Wow, what the fuck?
You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Aridin, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically.
I've heard the rumors, pal.
First off, not your fucking pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge?
Fuck off.
Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple weeks at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that.
You are way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? You should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my effervescent goddamn phone presence.
You mean palm husk?
What the fuck ever, dude?
You're cranky because I'm fucking irresistible, aren't you?
Fuck you. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled, you turned into this completely moronic e-boy that's driving me out of my goddamn mind.
Lamau, do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you got cucked by me super hard.
What?
Yo.
Yeah, I've basically been making out with Feferi for the last 30 minutes now.
What? Hey, Tholix. So, wait, no, that's Feferi. Who's Feferi?
Susie.
Hey, Susie.
Ella. Hey, oh god, I don't even remember what I was doing.
Bubbly. Just be bubbly. Bubbly as fuck.
Hey, Solix, who are you talking to?
An entitled sub.
Put that on the phone, you quadruple horn dick shitter.
Oh, are you finally making fish puns?
I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah.
Listen, you stupid motherfucker. Next time I see you, I will kill you.
Really? Are you really murderous today, or just trying to get your daily negging in on me? Listen, how about we settle this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head on over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumb ass over here and fight me, fuckboy.
You hear a beep from the phone. Solix hung up. Aridin's face softens from an expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm, before he starts to laugh a little.
Holy shit. This is a date I'm about to go on. Wow.
You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow, he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solix. It's like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solix when he gets here. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like what a wrestler says when they're having fictional beef. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes, and you make your way to the airship deck with Aridin, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile, or at least the closest expression you've ever seen to him having one. Solix hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning.
Remember when I asked you to stop calling me?
What?
I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So, I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life, one way or the other. Understand?
You look at Aridin. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so they can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this was more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflexively brace yourself for impact. You felt the combat psionics before with Ajdaya, and the shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackling this time, and look back up at Solix, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He's glowing red and blue, and with lightning still energizing into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shockwaves of your pure psionic force weighing you down, making you feel your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix.
DBZ scream.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now. Is this all you fucking got?
Something about Eridan's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims right at Solix with complete unwarranted confidence. Solix's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out, and you hit the deck, stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, and ass in the air. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking laser beams out of his eyes, and Eridan returns the favor with his gun's own laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from view. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover. Eridan blasts most of them out of the way, but the largest lodges itself into the barrel of the gun. As if to say, nothing personal, jackass. Solix flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter?
Except it's absolutely personal.
When Eridan crashes through the other side, he's collapsed, covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected.
Nothing personal, jackass.
By the time Eridan gets up and launches a shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he...
Except that it's entirely fucking personal.
You hear literally tons of rock crumbling from below. You look down and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. Ah. He's above you. Pointing upward. Levitating some kind of humongous... Some kind of... Is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Solix bring a fucking mall to a gunfight? Wait, that mall. It's that mall. The one where, in an errant timeline, Daria pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet society, into a world that was even slightly bit less bleak. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Daria then, and now it'd be easy to fulfilling that one request. You couldn't help Daria then, and now that it'd be easy to, fulfilling that one request is impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't save Daria. You couldn't save anyone, but maybe it's too late for you to do that. But maybe you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive, and if it collides with the ship from that high above... Oh, fuck, you have to get out of here.
Gotta give you credit here, Soul. Nobody's ever tried to maul me with something so fucking big.
What the fuck do you mean, maul you? What does that even mean? Maul isn't a verb.
No, hold on. Okay, see, we were thinking of two different words that sound the same.
Wait. I literally could not care less.
Solix flings the thankfully abandoned mall directly at Eridan, which is with what seems to be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Okay, fuck, it's now or never. You have to get off this ship now. Aridin might be dure enough to survive getting drop-kicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple scratches, but you're fragile. You'll probably die from tripping on the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Aridin's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do?
Get in there and save Aridin. Or, it's too dangerous. Get off the ship without him. Do a barrel roll! I'm sorry. Music's making me feel a sort of way.
Wow.
Are you guys prepared to have to vote against me?
I'm not sure if you...
To do what?
If you don't want to save him, you better start voting.
Ah, it's okay. Just let him die. It's cool. No one cares.
Well, you should vote. You should speak with points. The one channel points. Oh, huh? Oh, wow. Climatic anime battle actually happening. And we've got... I am going to get... I'm sorry, I am going to go with the quote-unquote transphobic option, and it's too dangerous. Get off the ship without him. Let him die. Fuck it, he'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. You try to think of somewhere to zap, anywhere. While you do this, you notice Aridin firing a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. Mew, meanwhile, just need to get out of here as fast as your mind can take you, so you close your eyes, zap away, and feel your surroundings change. You find yourselves in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance coming from what must be the site of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Solix was cognizant enough of its surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's a sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of it all is Solix. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask if he and Aridin are alright.
Well, that'll throw a guy not to ask people about the fate of their both. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead.
Oh, thank God. I say.
For the record, I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rile him up.
Yeah, Solix, what Aridin did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him.
Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know if he was about to die anyways. Second of all, this asswipe calls me an ass crack o'clock and either spouts some high blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe or complains about his love life. Basically every fucking day.
So what he's saying is that throwing him all at Aridin was meant to send a message.
Pretty much. You know, not long ago, he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF, just to see if he ever was talked about him.
Oh, jeez. Yikes.
Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy, not to mention skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend stick, but he's not your responsibility, nor mine.
Maybe Solix is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Aridin feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why his morale, everyone, gets sick of him. But, like, you're supposed to do something here. For everyone. You can feel it. Like, you're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say, "Eat my ass, Destiny! All these kids will get the chance at good lives!"
Lamau, you sure this isn't some kind of hero complex?
Maybe. Probably. I don't know. You just wish Aridin could be a little bit less of a tool bag. Not too much to ask?
Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know.
Maybe not, but this doesn't change what you're going to try and do. You got a lot to say to Aridin. Wave Solix goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. It only takes a few minutes to find Aridin, sitting on some rocks.
Fucking. That hurt like hell.
He's alive!
Of course I'm alive. You think I died just because I got a building thrown at me? Ha! Actually, if I did blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that'd lead to a decent collisionist relationship. Was actually pretty close to biting the dust there, huh? Hey, do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need and every whim catered to with ease? That even despite all that, your happy moments are as fake as magic is? Or even more fake? There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. After all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right?
You ask Aridin if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can even handle it.
Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I am in right now. Right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. And also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me.
In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life through no work of their own, and has placed all of his stock into social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him and rejected all the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt your other friends, but not even the trolls on top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of poison. He's Nick Sweep's old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Who decided maybe in this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Aridin to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Solix has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him through the sweeps.
Damn, Okay. Not that this isn't surprisingly deep cut and helpful advisory reflection, but there's no way I'm gonna remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something.
Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely going to be transcripts available online in a matter of hours.
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna have to ruminate on all this for a while. But I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think.
Life never stops asking a lot from you.
Fair point.
It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force feed the guy a redemption arc in the span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. But even the shittiest kids can change a lot with a good push in the right direction.
Hey, thanks for sticking by me. Even if only for today.
Of course you tell Eridan. What else are friends for? And besides, your day with him isn't over.
Wait, what do you mean by that? After all this, you want to still spend time with me?
Absolutely. You take Eridan's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch. I ain't fucking missing Shrek 2. What the fuck?
This is my swamp.
I actually really enjoy Shrek. So yeah, relatable.
I gotta get back to that other choice we didn't make.
Yep.
See, there's hope for Eridan.
Hope.
He's not all bad, but he
he
certainly isn't great.
Save him.
He has the same problem that Dirk has.
Except that I feel like Dirk is a better character and can actually change. And
Well, because they're both princes, they have to realize what's wrong. But the problem is that Eridan has more that's actually wrong with him, and instead Dirk is self-loathing because of things that other versions of himself do. Eridan is genuinely frustrated with himself and doesn't know how to see it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Princes have this issue. There's a lot of self-loathing in princes, and they act like dicks. But they hate themselves more than they hate anyone else. Get in there and save Eridan.
You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Eridan, get sandwiched between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like a fucking action hero and save Eridan. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out and... Alright, step 1, teleport in. You zap right in front of Eridan and he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay. Ow. Eridan clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using the gun's blast as propulsion. Fuck, he's already had an escape plan and... Jesus, fuck, this hurts! Your arm, or what's left of it, it feels like it got plunged into a fucking sun. Why did nobody tell you that sudden laser beam amputation hurts this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of here. You can't even bring yourself to focus on Solix, yelling, fuck, 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 as the Titanic shopping center structure hurtles towards you.
Fuck, fuck, fuck.
You try to steady your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on the reality around you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you, and neither does the unflappable march of gravity, as the sheer force of them all crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile. Maybe you find two boys surrounded by rubble of a crash site, shaking at the fatal consequences of their spat. Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoops. All right.
But yeah,
The
I think that's actually.
last troll.
I think that was actually a good way of me describing that. Is that no one hates a prince worse than they hate themselves.
As you've had
Wait. Susie, do you want to? Oh wait, Susie's gonna be for fairy, so I guess I should be
Yeah.
this narration, huh?
Yeah.
As you've had occasion to remark before, Alternia is a dark world. Both because it's night all day long and because of its hideously brutal society, where the strong prey on the weak prey on the weaker, and all this preying ends only when the survivors are shipped out to prey on everyone else in the galaxy. Alternia's cruelty has been on your mind for a long time, but recently it's begun to feel intolerable. You decide to take a walk in the woods to calm yourself, but it seems that with every step your mood only grows darker, your agitation greater. As you walk, you remember the names of Alternian friends who have fallen to the planet's injustices, and your mood goes from bad to worse. You've been waiting around like a spoiled, self-centered narrative device for a lightning bolt of illumination to reveal your reason for living. To explain your peculiar and insatiable hunger for friendship, and to show you the destiny attached to it. You think you know who caused this, but why? You've been sitting here like a child, waiting for a teacher to explain the answer to a difficult math question. Vriska and Terezi are arming up to change the world. And what are you doing? Your usual bullshit. You're thinking. You're navel-gazing. And then, with a sudden blinding clarity, you understand. Vriska is right. Terezi is right. The answer is revolution. Who gives a shit? Who cares what some big dumb universe thinks your destiny should be? You'll take Dream Boulder's advice and choose your own fate. Take the answer to the meaning of your life with your own hands. Set your own course. The gods, the fates, the universe, or whoever will have to jump back pretty sharply because your direction is clear to you at last. Your agitation turns to indignation, your indignation to outrage, outrage to anger, anger to fury, fury to ferocity, ferocity to white-hot resolve. The horrors of this planet have got to stop, and you are feeling particularly dramatic today, doubtless due in part to the shift in narrative tone and general prose quality in this episode. So now is the time. Alternia's cruelty and violence have upset and shocked you since you arrived, but as more and more of the population suffering under these wrongs have become your personal friends, it has become unbearable. You've been wondering all along who will make it stop. Or has been unbearable. You've been wondering all along who will make it stop. I didn't see the period. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm trash. Now you know the answer. If you are the main character, then you have to be the one who will get the ball rolling. And you've begun to suspect that you can't die for reasons seemingly tied to your function as narrative device. So that's a bit of characterization you can bring to bear. No longer will you linger in the wings, waiting for the narrative to summon you to heroics. With this momentous decision girding you for unstinting effort, you set your mind to the question of how to accomplish it. You start by making an inventory of the strengths and weaknesses you possess and can bring to bear on the task. Strengths: 1. Experience drumming up friendship in the most unlikely situations. 2. Ability to travel instantaneously anywhere you want to go. Weaknesses: everything else. This helpful mental exercise clarifies matters significantly. You see clearly that the only way for a single humble being such as yourself to change Alternia is to go directly to the point of maximum leverage. In other words, straight to the top. You'll need both, of your resources in this quest. You'll need to travel superhumanly and superliminally into the immediate company of Alternia's ruler and throw your full friendship game on them with the objective of persuading them to initiate reforms, change rules, and set the planet on a course to civilization. But your darting intellect realizes something else. It won't be easy. The ruler of a world such as Alternia must be a fearsome, fell creature, a monster of no ordinary loathsomeness and cruelty. On Alternia, you've seen gigantic, ravening Luci, genocidal clowns, murderous highbloods, and every kind of grisly crime, to a point making belief in Santa Claus almost impossible. It stands to reason that the leader of such a world must also be the cruelest, gruesomest, most terrifying being of them all, a being of purely nearly impossible evil. For the first time since this plan caught fire in your mind, a whisper of doubt creeps in.
I'll be right back. I gotta get my girlfriend some food so she doesn't crash.
It occurs to you. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We'll see you in a minute. It occurs to you that the most likely outcome of your quest for the reformation of Alternia is a scenario where your internal organs are festooned over a wide area, your eyes popped out of your skull, and your brain splattered into a fine mist. While experience suggests that you are non-killable, that sort of thing may offend, not to mention be excruciatingly painful.
Okay. Wow, we're doing this early.
We haven't even met the friend yet.
I feel, I almost I feel like doing it, but at the same point in time, I'm not sure. Nah. Laser. Dude. Oh, God. Let's see. Ah, God. My fucking foot still hurts all this time. Jesus Christ.
What hurts?
My foot.
What'd you do to your
I
foot?
sprained my ankle by falling off a stepladder.
Oh, right, I remember that. You gonna be okay?
Sure.
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 All right. Well, as long as you're sure.
Wait, hold on. What does the poll say? The poll says nothing. Oh my god, I gotta do 50-50. Shit. I feel like since Susie isn't here, maybe that we'll just not do anything. Maybe it's just better to lie down and have a light lunch and until the reforming mood is done.
Scree.
Oh,
Well, never
It's your
mind.
turn.
Well, we're still gonna do the better idea of having a light lunch and lying down until the reforming
she
mood
has
passes.
returned.
Yeah,
Hey,
I gotta make dinner soon, but like, I got like some time.
Okay, that's
All
enough
right.
to beat this one. Hopefully.
all right. So,
Light
What did
lunch.
they,
They didn't vote shit. So light lunch.
So I might have to go in like 30 minutes ish.
Wait. Okay,
Well.
then maybe we should press on fearlessly with your quest then.
scorning all difficulties, you decide to press on fearlessly with your quest. You gather yourself, consign your soul to heaven or whatever, and prepare for the worst. You close your eyes and think, take me to the highest being on Alternia. Then you grit your teeth and prepare for the ultimate horror. You feel the familiar sensation of superhuman superliminal travel, and the world changes around you, rendering you somewhere else, somewhere that feels quite different from your previous forest location. Very different, actually. A lot wetter. It quickly becomes apparent that there's good news and bad news. The good news is that instead of an eldritch monster, you've materialized next to a rather pleasant-looking troll girl with fins on her head and wearing goggles and a tiara. The bad news is that you're drowning, as you seem to have materialized in the middle of an ocean.
Club, kelp!
Your own greeting may be a bit less cheery in that it consists of thrashing wildly with your eyes bugging out as you fight not to inhale, while trying to concentrate on zapping yourself the heck out of here. The troll girl watches in astonishment, but suddenly seems to understand. You see her take a big breath of water through some gills on her neck, and then something starts to come out of her mouth. A bubble. The bubble expands and expands until you feel its boundary break over you, and suddenly you can breathe. You collapse, coughing and gasping onto its floor, which feels like the inside of a huge submerged balloon, yielding but effectively keeping the water at bay. The troll girl sits across from you in the bottom of the bubble, studying you curiously and anxiously.
Glub, 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 glub! Are you okay?
Recovering from your brush with drowning, you're able to notice with relief that despite her conversational quirks, she looks friendly and even glad to see you. You try to say something, but all that comes out of your mouth is water and is a sputtering sound.
I don't speak whatever language that is. It's very pretty though.
You burp and some water trickles out of your ears.
Sorry, I still don't understand. Do you speak any Alternium?
With a great effort, you gasp yes.
Oh, yay! My name is Fairy Pisces. Club Glub, what's your name?
You bubble weakly.
It's nice to meet you, Blub.
You nod politely, expel another half-gallon of water, then weakly say that it's very nice to meet her too. Not least because if she hadn't been there, things might have gotten unpleasant for you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. But
Go what?
come.
Yeah?
The return of the cum. You're welcome. But what are you doing down here? Almost nobody comes this way.
Do you mean, but what are you doing down here? Doing here?
My brain refuses. I'm sorry.
It's not really on the way to Anemoneware. She looks sad when she says it, and you wonder that some poor troll child should be having. Wait, and you wonder that some poor troll child should be living all by herself out, way out in these submerged parts, so far from anyone.
How did you manage to appear from nowhere like that? You almost gave me a heart attack. Glub glub.
You tell her you were going to use some superhuman powers, and you tell her you were trying to use some superhuman powers you have to go visit the highest being on Alternia. The troll girl seems to perk up at this.
You wanted to visit me?
You shake your head vigorously to try to get the water out of your ears. The troll girl looks disappointed.
Oh, Glub, you didn't come to see me?
You apologize and say that you're quite happy to be visiting her, but that you misheard her last remark. You thought that she had implied she was the highest being on Alternia. Just goes to show you know how deep submergence and waterlogging, or just goes to show you how deep submergence and waterlogging can cloud your hearing.
Oh no, you heard me. Oh no, Glub, you heard me right. I am the highest being on Alternia, most of the time. I am the future Empress, heiress to the throne of the Alternian Empire. Which is a great big glubbing pile of whale poop as far as I'm concerned.
What? You look around for multiple razor-toothed, fire-breathing, acid-spitting heads, tearing claws, and with bad attitude that you're sure Alternia's highest being must have. But then you start to remember your Alternian social science. You haven't had any formal Alternian education. You're not even sure narrative devices, however indispensable, are eligible to sign up for classes. Or you're not even sure narrative devices, however indispensable, are eligible to sign up for classes. But you pick this stuff up when you hang around a place long enough. So you know that the Empress spends most of her time off-planet leading merciless troll hordes in conquest of the galaxy. You also know that there's only ever one other of her royal fuchsia bloodline, the heiress, in existence at any time, as long as the Condesce doesn't kill her on her rare visits to the home planet, that is. The troll girl glubs, sadly, and you realize that being the only fuchsia blood on the planet must be lonely. Not only would you have enough strength to accidentally tear any troll who visited you limb from limb without noticing, but you've heard some sinister things about the heiress's lusus. Something about it being the size of a convenient, hungry as the void of space and evil as hell devils to go. Something about it being the size of a continent. What did I fucking read? The size of a continent, hungry as the void of space, and evil as the hell devils. Evil as the hell devils go to if they're bad devils. Oh, evil as the hell devils go to if they're bad devils. Sorry, my brain was not reading that correctly. Something that might discourage casual visits by friends who don't want to double as snacks. But at the same time, you wonder that such a seemingly agreeable and sensitive troll as this girl could possibly preside over a grindingly horrible planet as Alternia. How can she live with herself? Does she even know what goes on outside her insular little ocean? But you put all that aside for now. Here you are, right where you wanted to be when you made your master plan for Alternian reform. You haven't been devoured, dismembered, or decapitated, and the person you want to persuade seems imminently persuadable, not to mention friendable. So, you're ahead of the game so far. Time to take full advantage. Your Royal Highness, you begin.
Glub, call me Fef. Glub. It's much friendlier to be on a fish name basis, and I'm so happy to have another friend.
Happy and excited. Perfect. Phase 1 of your plan seems to have practically accomplished itself, but there's no time to waste, as the air in the bubble of your new friend is created is starting to get stuffy, and you know you're going to have to zap out of there soon. You mentioned in a casual conversational tone that you've been visiting Alternia for some time now.
Club, do you like it?
It's certainly unusual.
That's a way of putting it lightly. I'm sure everyone has been incredibly mean to you.
Well, yes, to start off with at least.
Sea dwellers think they're so much better than everyone else, but they're just a bunch of shellfish, arrogant bassholes. The high bloods prey on the low bloods, and no one cares how the other people feel or if they even live or die. Drones fly around killing anybody weak or useless.
Oh, well, she seems to know? Maybe she's got plans of her own. Phase 2 of your plan is half in the bag already. You feel dizzy suddenly at how your quest is working out from the least effort on your part, and also from the lack of oxygen. You're gasping for breath, and a darkness is gathering at the edges of your vision. In about a minute, you're going to pass out from oxygen deprivation. What's to be done?
Well, oh, what do again? Zap. Died. It's time to die. Then you better vote the die option. Wanna say something? Come on, pull. Pull. Wait, is there just people laughing in the background in the music song?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's part of her song.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure that I'm not going crazy. Okay, we're tied again. Fuck you. We're gonna try to. We're dying. I'm sorry. Stick around and test out the whole "you can't die" hypothesis.
All right. You're fading fast. A black tunnel is closing around you, and sounds are getting dim. You wiggle your fingers and try to gasp out an entreaty.
Dizzy?
Club, are you okay, Blub?
For reply, you clutch your throat. Fall heavily to the floor, and lose consciousness. You gradually regain consciousness, and as you do, you realize the air is going through your lungs. Fresh, oxygenated air, the most beautiful thing you've ever felt. You will realize also that you're in a palatial, though messy, bedroom, and while you can see underwater realms outside the windows, the room itself is dewatered. The fresh air seems to be coming from a large conch shell sitting on the floor nearby and humming quietly like an air purifier. You're swooned on a chaise lounge, and Feferi Pisces is fanning you with a large palm frond.
Club, are you alright, Blub? Why didn't you tell me you couldn't breathe? You scared the Piscine out of me.
You struggle upright and try to smile bravely. You apologize for scaring her, but observe that one of the symptoms of not being able to breathe is not being able to talk. You thank her effusively for saving you.
Club, that's an empress's duty. Instead of encouraging people to be mean and hurt each other, she should do whatever she can to help them. God.
A tear comes to your eye and a lump to your throat when she says that. If she really means it, You have a couple of suggestions.
Of course I mean it. I glubbed at how abyssal things have been around here. When I'm Empress, things are going to be different.
You respectfully wonder how long it will be before she becomes Empress.
Only a couple thousand more sweeps.
Oh, cool. What happens to everyone Alternia in the meantime? Feferi looks momentarily thoughtful.
I don't know. I haven't thought that part out. I guess I'm not equal to my big ideas.
And what if when she becomes Empress, she feels differently? How does she know her Imperious condescension didn't feel the same way as Feferi does now when she was her age? What if there's something that controls or makes adult Empress evil, something they can't control? What if Feferi grows up to be socially liberal, but fiscally conservative?
What? What a horrible thought!
You have to strike that while the iron is hot. Never leave till tomorrow what you can do today. A stitch in time saves 9. Procrastination is the thief of time. The longest journey starts with a single step. It's no use crying over spilt milk. You hope Feferi has been convinced because you're running out of cliches.
Club.
The heiress still looks uncertain.
Everything you say is plumb and true, but rebelling against the Empress, it would be so dangerous. I'm not so sure it'd be right. It might cause. How do I glub? It might cause Golgulb to make the vast glub. That'll destroy everyone, you know.
Oh, glub. You mean gulp. You didn't realize that. You're not sure what the vast glub is, but it sounds bad.
Oh, it is. Before we do anything, we need to more guidance and advice. As an heiress, I have a special metaphysical periscope, you know?
You didn't know that. It sounds made up, but a little metaphysical advice certainly might come in handy at a time like this. Without further delay, the heiress goes to an ornate, jewel-encrusted tube that rises from the floor of her palatial bedroom. It seems to extend into the underwater depths, though air pressure seems to be keeping the water from flowing through it to the room. She yells into the tube, louder than you would have thought someone so agreeable-looking could yell.
Glub, 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 glub.
There's a swishing, gurgling sound, and something extends up through the tube into the room. Something pale and featureless as a lucis, but unmistakably a tentacle. A tentacle with a bulbous eye on the end of it. You dive behind a luxurious sofa. You'd rather that the heiress's lucis didn't see how plump and tasty you look. But almost immediately, the eye settles itself on top of the tube and hardens into something that looks like a very large crystal ball. Shapes move and change inside the crystal ball, then resolve themselves into a scene. A scene you recognize. You realize with a shock. You come out from behind the sofa and approach the crystal ball, staring into it. In its depths, a dark place appears, and in the dark place, a carnival carousel rotates. Wooden horses going up and down, and above them, naked plastic mannequins with plastic wings hang from wires. The Dark Carnival! Jumping Jehoshaphat, is that where Feferi gets her metaphysical advice? The scene grows clearer and closer, zooming in on one of the horses, and on the figure riding it. Your heart begins to beat wildly. It can't be, but... Honk! Suddenly, you're dancing around the room with joy. You grab Feferi and whirl her with you as you dance. At first, she gasps in surprise. When she gets into the spirit, grins and begins to whirl too. Her strength is such that she spins you like a fan blade, your blood all going to your legs, and when she lets you go, you hit the wall like a bullet and ooze down to the floor. But as you recover consciousness, your joy is barely containable. You never thought to see that sweet, sweet fellow again. But now, here he is. And evidently he's come up in the world because he's communicating exclusively with a royal fuchsia blood princess. You're so proud your heart feels about to explode.
My friend Glub here. They have a plan.
Well, you wouldn't go that far.
I'm just not sure what to do.
Honk, 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 honk.
Just hold on.
Feferi adjusts some controls on the bejeweled tube. They must be translation controls, because in mid-sentence, Kariko's remarks change from semantic honks to conversational language forms, and when they do, you realize that this isn't the same Kariko you knew way back when.
It's what you ask is not simple, little one. To truly know the answer, you must learn that there is much more to your story than meets the eye. You must expand your vision to see the big picture, and the even bigger picture of what that picture, of which that picture is only a pixel.
Yes, I know that. This isn't the usual Glub shit. Not silly quadrant Glub shit for wrigglers. I need some real answers here.
You study Kariko. He's obviously the same troll, but the changes in him are equally obvious. His eyes are deep as wells, his face grave and kind. Either he's done a lot of reading and undergone a lot of life experience since you last saw him, or else he's become the honking mouthpiece of some vast mystical wisdom entity which offers metaphysical advice to princesses. Perhaps whatever person or process sustains the Dark Carnival? But how did Kariko get that job? You wave madly at Kariko as he and the heiress talk, but either he doesn't see you, or he no longer knows you, or he thinks imparting serious metaphysical advice is too solemn an occasion for waving like a maniac. Either way, he ignores you and keeps talking.
Does a troll who paddles an ore vessel down a rushing river control her own fate, or does the river control her? The answer is, of course, both. The river has its force, but within that, the troll can move her boat where she will. You are the heiress, and thus the fate that sweeps you along is vast and swift and powerful. But also your arms are strong, and your ore vessel stout. Do not despair of your own strength. Yet there is more. We see by mystic means that the rushing river you navigate is itself being swept along by an unimaginably vaster rushing cosmic river, and that the planet which that vast cosmic river traverses is itself being swept along an even infinitely greater supercosmic river.
Oh my god.
There are many such metaphorical cosmic meta-river levels in this particular instantiation of the story. Thus, even if you row with utmost power to change your course on the river you are navigating, the river you can see, the other meta-rivers continue to sweep you on as before, without regard for any tiny adjustments you may make down at your level. Yet do not despair. You may yet, through long and deep meditation, transcend the bounds of this small world, rising higher and higher so that you are able to see and comprehend and transcend those vast and meta-vast cosmic river levels one by one. And what you can see, you can learn how to navigate using meta-vessels and meta-ores fashioned from metacosmic star stuff.
My gosh. Can you...
Oh my god.
Yet also remain humble. Above the creator of this world is yet another creator, and above him yet another creator, or greater creator, greater than him, and above her yet another creator. These vast powers move all things like pieces on a chessboard, yet if the chess pieces grow wise enough, they may move the movers. The powers that move in these universes upon universes are unimaginably large, and as yet, you are unimaginably small. Yet nonetheless for that, you and your smallness and your small world are indispensable, like a key piece at the bottom of an infinitely tall Jenga tower. Knowing these things, do you wish to undertake the great work of awakening and enlightenment that will bear you into the full light of reality? It is a work of millions of mantras, thousands of sweeps, and hundreds of lives. Or knowing these things, do you instead choose to ply your vessel in the waters of your own world, remaining the person life has made you? Remaining a key yet unknown piece in the towering stack of universes influencing your own destiny of your corporeal river, swept to destinations beyond your understanding and fulfillment of the larger story? Either choice is noble, little one. Your only duty and burden is to choose the one that seems best to you.
Oh God.
Oh, right, I'm the narrator.
Yes, you
The fairy
are.
turns to you. It's clear that both
I gotta
courses
go.
described by the wise one speaking through Karako hold attraction for her, and she's on a razor's edge between them. The merest word from you will be enough to lead her in one direction or the other. Which way do you choose to lead her?
Oh my God, there's another choice. Why there's another choice?
I gotta go. Good luck with the rest of the stream.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Making choices. Choose. Fuck. In meditation.
Never mind. I
Action.
can apparently stay.
What? Well then, good. Which way, Rest and Troll? Would you like to meditate, or would you like to be actually take action? Would you like to not do stuff, or would you like to do stuff? Those are your choices. Oh, please vote. Please. No, Jatoski, please. Do a thing. Vote, please. Okay. Fuck. Well, it tied, so I guess meditation.
All right. Let's meditate.
Well chosen, little one. Step forward and tell your cheese-like companion to step forward too. A friend to share your transcendental journey is a blessing, and they may seem a noble and loyal cheese, though perhaps a bit overexcitable.
You and Feferi step forward, and Karako's hand comes right out of the crystal ball, divides in two, and taps each of you on the forehead. At the tap, you feel a powerful fire course up your spine and through your chakras, and your roaring flames obliterate all the world. When the flames subside, a resonant silence reigns. You and Feferi are seated in full lotus position on either side of a fresh air conch, cozy in a bubble floating deep through the vast oceans of Alternia, where you can never be found by anyone until you fully emerge enlightened and with the power of gods many yugas hence.
Okay. That was a good end, so let's back up. Let's try worldly action.
Well chosen, little one. Step forward and tell your marshmallow-like companion to step forward too. A helpmate to share in your worldly efforts is a blessing, and they seem a noble and loyal marshmallow, though a bit manic in the hand-waving department.
You and Feferi step forward, and Karako's hand comes right out of the crystal ball, divides in two, and makes gestures of blessing over your heads. You immediately feel strength and courage coursing through you, and as the Lussus tentacle turns back into an eye and withdraws from the tube, you turn to look into Feferi's sparkling eyes, and you see that she is feeling the same intrepid energy.
Is Susie still here?
Yay!
Okay.
I think a good portion of that was glove shit, but still. He
He has an really good point.
has a
Somewhere
really
in
good
there.
point in there, somewhere in there. Can't just be canoes, we have to be fish. Even if at the end of the day we are just little minnows, we'll be whales to someone.
You start to grab her for a dance, but recalling your previous experience, quickly turn the gesture into an offered high five, which she slaps, breaking several bones in your hand. What shall we do? You ask her. What's our plan? You feel the ability to accomplish any plan fairly overflowing from you. You'll have to introduce her to Terezi and Vriska to start off with, at least.
Yes! Glub, but first I need time to think. I'm so excited! I'm sure the purpose of your visit was to reveal the whale of destiny that waits us. But we need to reconsider our next move. Will you come back and visit me again sometime after some tides have passed? Then we can compare notes. Yay! Club Club! This is gonna be so much fun!
Noble worldly partnership victory.
Okay, let's try.
Let's try the bad ends.
Yeah.
Oh god.
First off, maybe a better idea to have a light lunch and lie down until your reforming mood passes. Oh, come on! If you, an indispensable narrative device with nearly superhuman befriending powers and actually superhuman traveling powers, won't try to reform Alternia, who will? Have you no pride, no grit, no old college spirit? Go back and select the right answer.
Oh, what if you do it again?
Oh, you're right. What if we do it again?
Okay, no, okay. Making sure. Making sure. Okay, zap.
You're fading fast. A black tunnel is closing around you, and sounds are getting dim. With your next to last strength, you grab Fef's wrist to zap her back to the surface with you. You're not yet done persuading her to reform Alternia. But then you realize that you don't even know if she can breathe air. You feel it would be wrong to suffocate your new friend on your very first visit, so with your last strength, you let go of her wrist and zap back to the surface alone. You materialize superhumanly and superliminally back in the forest. You lie in the tall razor grass for a while, gasping, darkness receding from your eyes, sounds clearing in your ears. Once you feel sufficiently reoxygenated, you sit up. You have a pounding headache, but otherwise seem fine. Yet your emotions are deeply conflicted. Yes, you can breathe. Yes, you're safe. And yes, you realize with deep satisfaction, you've made a new friend. But what about your quest to save Alternia? Feferi seems to be aware of the problems of her kingdom. Is she perhaps just waiting on the right ally, or Ely, as she might call it? You prepare to immediately zap back to finish the job, but you hesitate. What if you zap back into that bubble and merely continue to suffocate? Or what if she's already collapsed the bubble and you rematerialize in water again? What if she's not there to rescue you, or is so annoyed at your rudely abrupt departure that she decides to just leave you to your own devices? What if her Lucis notices you thrashing in the water and snatches you up with its eldritch tentacles for a plaything or hors d'oeuvre? Sorry, yeah. I forgot that the hors d'oeuvre.
Hors d'oeuvre, yeah.
Sorry. Hors d'oeuvre, but hors d'oeuvre. Still, not that you can drown or suffocate or die of mastication, but can you really not? It felt like you were drowning and suffocating quite efficiently there only a few minutes ago. You hesitate some more. Even if you can't die, the torment of drowning and suffocating felt quite real. How long might such torment go on even if you didn't die? Would an eternity of suffocating or drowning be all that pleasant even if you kept on living? What about an eternity of being chewed and passing through a giant Lys's digestive tract? You realize that you can't bring yourself to zap back to the Eris. You curse your weakness, but given a choice between death and eternal torment, you realize with belated humility that your choice would be neither, even if there's a chance you could save Alternia. You stand up sadly and begin walking back through the forest.
Make a friend, but
Make
fail.
a friend, but fail at life.
All right, that was it on that.
Yep. That was, in fact, it on that. So next time we meet Jane
Mm-hmm.
and Jake
And Jake, yeah.
and Roxy
Uh-huh.
and Dirk.
And
Yeah.
Dirk. Okay, cool. So that would be the last ones, assuming that it
Yep.
takes like 4 hours, which these have been taking 3 hours. So I feel
Yeah,
like
well, I mean-
like on Sunday we can do it. Like, so I'm just going to ignore the question mark.
On Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
You don't do
I don't
you
want
don't
to
do Sat. Okay.
I don't want to do
Yeah, fair enough.
No, I don't want to do Saturday.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's like I put
We
it
take
as a question mark because I did not know, and when I originally had this planned out, I thought I would have Monday and Tuesday to do something, and then all of a sudden no. So like this would have been a week, but then it kind of didn't. So we'll take care of it Sunday, right?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah. So ignore
Sunday.
ignore the Saturday one. In fact, I might as well go ahead. Wait. I'm wrapping up. Might as well just at least pop up next week's schedule anyways. So, fuck. Yeah, it's Sunday, and hopefully we'll finish. Otherwise, we'll finish on Monday. And just in case, you never know. You never know. That last chapter could be like 5 hours. You never know. Yeah, anyways, I guess we should wrap up, and I send y'all somewhere. Let me see who is online that I can go send y'all to.
Oh, Abigail's on. I'm gonna read Abigail.
Abigail is on, but also, I was going to say Schnitzel is having his birthday.
Oh shit! You know what? You're right.
Yeah, so I might just. He's BRB'd, but.
What's his current name again?
Video synth. Hold on.
Yeah, there he is. Fraymakers, huh?
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna send you all over to Schnitzel. Lily will send y'all over to Schnitzel. Everybody's Schnitzel. He's having a birthday. Go tell him happy birthday, even though it stopped being his birthday like
Doesn't
11 minutes
prefer
ago.
to be called Video now or Synth now?
No, he prefers to be called Schnitzel. Like the old one was Rock.
Oh, okay.
That was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyways, thank you guys for coming out.
Love you all.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on Sunday for Pesterquest. Have a great night and good.